Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show, 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and we've got amazing jewelry as always, but we've got some new pieces, and we have really, really exciting values so that if you see something you love, it is time to say yes to whatever it is that you cannot live without. And trust me, these pieces are truly, truly remarkable. We have some things we've never had before, like amethyst earrings with a lot of diamond weight. We have the most precious, beautiful blue zircon. I'll tell you, it doesn't even look like a blue zircon. It's beyond. It's very special. We have a deep, deep, deep color. It's the kingstone of our blue zircon collection. It's coming out to play tonight in a signature mounting. We also have a incredible Asher Cut Blue Wing Black D for you as well. So it is going to be quite the night to shop. We have some really exciting top of the hours, and we've got some one-of-a-kinds. Most everything I'm going to bring you is a one only tonight, so feel free to dial in as soon as you see something you love so you don't miss out, because the values are incredible. We're even going to bring out a white diamond. It's my GIA certified white diamond. It's a 1 carat. We have a beautiful pink diamond. Now, I know you may have missed out on a 30-pointer last night, but we have a Marquise cut, GIA certified tonight to show you, and a lot more. It's going to be quite the night. Plus, there's a markdown. It's something that we actually had, gosh, was it during the sale event? We had a huge yellow diamond men's ring. I'm going to bring that back out at a newly reduced price just for tonight. So we're looking forward to that as well. It's a yellow diamond. It's a 1 carat, and it's our only one like it for the guys. Plus, we have Russian Amethyst on the way. It's going to be affordable as well. And there are also some big markdowns on some bracelets and some really, really, really special pink and white diamond, well, pink and white gold, but with some all white diamonds. That ruffle ring is back. We got a newly reduced price on that. So you're going to see a nice mix of brand new plus some really major markdowns. And we even have wheels for you with assorted pieces that are all crashing down to their lowest price at all time. And then there's even a Tahitian pearl. If you'd like a Tahitian pearl pendant, stay with me. That is going to be one of our beautiful designer styles. It is super affordable, and you know those stones are never affordable. So let's get started. We've got a black diamond in an evil eye to get us started tonight. Really glad you're with us. If you have any requests, get them in. Happy to help you always with those. But this is a really cool ring because it's that evil eye style. So still got to be honest, still getting dressed after our little microphone. We barely had audio. So just getting all situated here after our little audio mishap, but hopefully we are coming in loud and clear. So this is going to be 112-1924, and it is a great way to begin because it's something, a concept we haven't even seen. It's kind of that evil eye style that we love, but it's with a black diamond and white diamonds as well. So really excited about this one being here for you, and got a great value on a still good size 57-point black diamond that you have to start. Then it's also going to be 31 points in the white diamonds as well, and we'll do it in the white gold or the yellow gold or the rose gold, whatever you prefer. How nice is that? So always those customizations we're adding to it when we can, and this is going to be a really good value. So kind of a cool ring, mid-size ring, I would say. So if you want to wear it even as a pinky ring, you could. For whatever reason, I love the evil eye style. It's just like an add-on to whatever you already wear, because we know that the meaning and the symbolism behind it is, of course, that protection talisman, right? That kind of motif that is that really beautiful protection piece that we talk about, you know, warding off negativity and all that. So kind of a fun piece to add on to your jewelry collection and wear in conjunction with your other rings that are already favorites. Here's what it looks like on. It's lovely in the white, although black diamonds look good in yellow gold and rose gold as well. So you can really, you know, pick your favorite gold color here, and I think you're going to like it no matter what. So it's always going to work. And of course, black and white, such a great look to get classic styling as well. But we've got a huge value from $14.99 all the way on down, and it's going to be a pretty busy rapid fire night. We've got a lot to show you, so I'm not going to stay too long on any one item. It's time to shop your favorites, or like I said, get requests in if you got them. But this is actually going to be less than $1,000, so not even $9.99. And this way, let me show it actually over on the pinky, just to give you an idea of what that would look like. Although it's a little large, I'll show you here what it looks like on the pinky if you want to wear it that way. So just some fun ways to add to your collection and wear something really significant every day that just, you know, just that little reminder. It's a beautiful piece, and yet black diamonds are something we just don't see a lot of here. So we're always thrilled that it is, when we see them pop up, we're always excited about that. We're actually going to make it better than $9.99 or $8.88. It is a perfect night to be shopping when you've got all the values we do coming your way. It's a very exciting night, that's for sure. We've got some really cool new, like this one is, but this is a design you just, again, can't see enough of. And usually we see it in the necklaces, but I kind of love the idea that this theme, you can look down at your hand and see it as a ring more often than you would see, let's say, a necklace that you're wearing. So just that little reminder to yourself that it's a really special piece, and you know, that beautiful little reminder of the design detail as well. But it's actually going to be, we'll do it for better than even $888 or $799 or $777, as much as I love that number. We're going to make it a really, really special opportunity right now. It's only $699 for solid gold, your choice of color, whatever size you want. And then, of course, you can get that beautiful, again, black diamond, which is 57 points, actually, 57 like the freeway. So that's going to be out here, I know. So yeah, just one of the many that we converge upon near where we are located. So $699 on that one, and 37, actually, oh, they're reversed, Tony. So it was 57 on the black diamond and 31 on the white diamonds there. So yeah, that's how that parses out. So 57.31. All right, so first caller, just so you know, 57 center, 31 is the white diamond weight there, and that's going to be our one and alone there at $699. So let me know if you'd like that, and then we'll give it 30 seconds and we'll be on our way. We've got that Tahitian pearl piece. I've got huge black opal earrings tonight as well. They're a lot of fun. We're going to see some really cool, they're large too. I just can't get over. We've done some smaller black opals, but never anything with the size that we have coming up tonight. And there is, I didn't mention this, we have a big Paraiba, and it's a good carat 57 stone with a lot of diamonds. It's time to get this one at home, and so you know what that means. We have given it a new reduction in price. You remember this one with the big heart shapes? I know that's not in focus, but you probably remember. That is the design with 3 carats plus in VS diamonds. That's going to be coming up. Newly reduced price on that one. So get ready. If you are a Paraiba lover and you want a carat and a half, that's going to be the next way to go. So I've got to tell you, this next piece is really wild. I'm not even believing or just even totally even understanding this price drop, but it's something. Item number 111, 9628 is coming up next. This is something you have probably seen before. This designer style, now it's a Tahitian black pearl, and it's got all those aubergine colors, which means not just a, you know, stark black color here, but you've got purples and reds, greens and goldens. It's really the essence of a top quality Tahitian pearl. But then in addition to that, you have this great designer style, which may actually sit just there for me. And it's kind of like a design that I feel like is open to interpretation a bit, because it's really it's that special 12.5 millimeter black pearl. But then it has this satin finishing to, is it a bow? Is it a heart? Is it a floral? Is it a butterfly? Is it a pretzel? It's kind of like all of the above. So whatever you're in the mood for at that moment, it kind of gives you that theme, and it's really specialty. You've got the huge pearl. This is going to be one of those markdowns. It's a designer piece, so it's not even our own. So we can't change the gold color, but it's beautiful as it is because the yellow gold is such a pretty combination with the Tahitian pearl. And then you have that really special diamond weight where there are mixed settings here. Actually, you've got some diamonds that are burnished into the gold and some that are actually set in more of a design bezel, if you will. So this is what we're talking about. See the diamonds there that you've got the bezels down. Oh, come on now, really? Let's see if it'll sit up again. Let's see if we can give it a little bit of help. That's the back. So hidden veil, that's the front. And you see what I mean by the bezel set round where I'm holding it. Then you've got the beautiful burnished diamonds. That's in a satin finishing, which looks amazing. And then you've got that really special white diamond in the white gold. So there's ever so slight, a little bit of white gold. I'm going to show it on the hand so you get an idea of the size here really quickly. If I can get my tweezers through the veil, here it is. That's the special look. So again, bow design, yes, really good look there with the different settings of the diamonds, which really makes it important and powerful. And then this is what it looks like from a distance away. So you're going to have about 1.25 inches from top to bottom, and then we'll show it on the neckline as well. But there's a huge value associated with this one because $15.99 is where it started. That is nowhere near where it is right here, right now. Great length to it. String your chain right through the hidden veil right at the top where I'm holding it. So again, works with your yellow or white gold chains because why? Well, it's got that element of two-tone to it as well. So you can really just, you know, choose your favorite there. And then you've got the drop in the pearl, which is so outstanding. 12.5 millimeters. Let's go back up close. You see the size that it's going to give you, and it's wild what we're doing with this value because from $1,599, if we take $1,000 off, it's $599. I don't see anything wrong with that. But it's actually better than $599 for this designer piece, and it's not even going to be $500 either. So this is the way to go. And yet, look at that. It's gonna need my help. I don't know how I got so lucky for it to balance that first time, but not gonna be that lucky for the rest of the presentation. But you know what? It's gonna be blowout time. Make it $499 only to the very first caller. If you'd like that one, $499 on a Tahitian pearl. You get it for the pearl alone, essentially. You get it for the design elements as well. You get it for the diamonds, 15 points there, and you see how they're individually set. Then there's even that fluted little point there at the end cap, if you will, that holds that pearl, and that is really stunning. So that's going to be $499 for you. That's a major value. It's a great way to get a Tahitian pearl, that's for sure, where you don't see many pearls that are priced in that way, in that size. That's an all-natural pearl, no dyeing, no treatments, no coatings, no nothing. And so you get that really special stone. $499, that is how we start a show. So then we've got our black diamonds here if you want it, and then we got to get through these big black opals that are coming your way. And then there's a wheel going to be here very quickly. We've got pink diamonds on our wheel that are coming up. We'll have some really special, maybe a black opal to match your earrings that you're going to see coming up. Diamonds and Savarite all coming up on a wheel. So if any of those sound good, you want to stay with us for the next couple of minutes, and then hopefully stay with us for the next couple hours, because we've got quite the array. Now I'm going to get to these black opals that are on the way. If you'd like that one, let me know. And then here's what we've got in black opal earrings that look so, well, that's just one of them. And think about it. I know this was very tempting to put this into a ring because that stone is so good, but there was another one that looked so good with it. And when there's coordination like that, which is unusual to get in an opal, they never, there's never two identical stones. So when there's coordination like that, it's, really begging for that rare pair of earrings. And that's what we're bringing you right now. And I'm going to show you all the different angles, because obviously it really is a disservice to just have them sit here and not move. So you can see this is a really extraordinary pair. Now they're obviously going to be their center post. So you're actually probably going to wear them more north to south. If you'd like to, that's more of a traditional way to wear an earring like this in an oval. But if you want to, east to west, or even at a diagonal, if you want to, get creative with the way you actually put them on. But it's item number 112, 1973, that gets you a really fabulous, well, the value is just, it really is stunning what's coming up here on the value front, because there's just very little that we can do in black opals that are ever going to be this kind of level and this kind of size, because you are getting a carat 66 in total weight here just in your opals out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. But it goes beyond that, because then you have the diamond halos around them. That's going to be 19 points in your diamond halos, and that's going to come complete with that white gold setting style. If you want yellow gold or rose gold, well, unfortunately these are just white gold, because again, those opals they're very precious, and we've already set them. So we're just saying, let's recommend leaving them in the white gold to match the diamond weight that you have with it. And we're going to give you a huge value, because I know big opal earrings, I've got opal earrings here. They're black opals that are so, very important that they're $12,000, $13,000 earrings. And I know not everybody can, participate, as much as we adore the look. And I know that's not going to be in everybody's wheelhouse as far as pricing and affordability. These will be. It does not get any better. And if you're a jeweler out there and you just want to make two great rings out of it, I would not fault you for that either, because they're really exquisite stones. And I'll give you a little look at them here from a distance away. We'll show you the size, because it's always a little deceiving with opals, but I like to say deceiving in a good way, because actually the opals are going to be a lot larger look than they even weigh, and they're weighing to be about 84 points or 83 points a piece. Take a look at that. They're going to be a ½ inch top to bottom. Then I'll pop one up to the ear so you can see them that way. But remember, center post, so you wear them how you'd like, wear them how you wish. It gives you some great versatility here. This is what they look like from a distance for you. So just to give you a little perspective on the size here, so you can see what that's all about, just to really, again, you're not even seeing all the glow yet or all the different colors. That's really something that's best seen under a little bit lesser light than what we have here in studio. But that's going to be major value time. Let's take another look at them close up and get you a better price than even Wow, I love them at $29.99, but it's just, again, making sure we can bring you affordability. Look at the way this is finished as well. You've got some great basket work, some great finishing that's going to be really gold, really, I would say, on the extraordinary gold side here for an earring. And then you see this beautiful movement. I'm going to put them again. This one's going to get a north-south treatment as well, so you can see the different colors playing together. And even from the side profile, so much colorway here in these phenomenal gems with their play of color. And you know what we're going to do? Make them $999 instead. That's it for a stunning, larger opal earring. And what are you picking up, Will? The pearl. Thank you so much. Our Tahitian black pearl is gone. Who got it? Gladys. Thanks, Gladys, for being with us on this Thursday evening. Appreciate you shopping with us, as always. And then here we go. Final call, 30 seconds left with those stunning black opal earrings that we have. And then are you ready for, we might bring out that Paraiba on the early side because it's a really, really stunning Paraiba. We got such a good one here for you in that big 157. You got to call me on these opals. Every color of the rainbow, very saturated. There's a bluish type of blue-purple color as the base for these opals as well, which is really extraordinary. And then we're going to get you the new discounted price on a really special pink and white gold ring. This is a designer style. You might remember it from our big sale. Just had a big sale event, right? And if you're thinking, yeah, well, I bet you the prices are going to be a lot higher than they were during the sale event. Well, I've got proof that that is not the case because take a look at this designer ring. You might remember it being on a designer wheel where everything was actually one price and they were a huge blowout price. But since this is the one remaining, I wanted to bring it down a little further for you. And it is going to be 18 karat solid gold. And it's a lot of gold to this ring. And I know a lot of you were thinking about it. It's 112-1435. And it's that beautiful pink and white gold. Those are all white diamonds, at least so it says. It really does look like those are pink diamonds paved there that you have, paved with the rose gold. But that's oftentimes what rose gold's going to do. As a backdrop for white diamonds, it can play and make those stones look like natural pink diamonds. Now, if they were, it would be a lot more money. It certainly gives you that look. There's a full carat 77 total weight here, and then we support the piece because you see it's got a larger up and down north to south scale. So we actually support it with a triple split shank in the gold itself. And then it looks almost like, it looks a little bit like an abstract floral, or almost looks like these big oversized ruffles that are almost deconstructed on the hand as it sits. So I'm going to show you here what it does look like just so you can see the size for a frame of reference here, because it does actually sit up a little bit more elegantly off the hand, and that's because of this beautiful, almost, you see the little twists and turns that each section of diamonds has. It's really like it's 5 individual pieces here that are almost stacked and layered together, and really does, it does look on the hand like a floral, even though you'll see all the pieces kind of come together at the center, but it almost looks like there's a center piece of diamonds, just the way it kind of gives that concave kind of shape down into the center of the ring. And we're going to blow it out. So it was on a wheel, and you guys, full disclosure, know this if you were with me, it was $16.99. Now that was part of a 10% off thing. So that actually would have been coming down to $15.29 at checkout. Because it's our only one left, and because I know we had a lot of you thinking about it, here's what I want to do is make it a little bit more affordable than even your sale price would have been, which would have been $15.29.10. We're going less than that. So if you do like this one, or you liked it already, and remember, that's all 18K. It's a lot of 18 karat gold, getting real close to 2 carats in diamonds, and yet this price tag is not $15.29.10. It's not $1,500. It's not $14.99. So pays to wait here on this one, because I know we had so many of you thinking about it, loving the look. The pink and the white look obviously is huge, but if it was, again, this is a way to get the look of pink diamonds. Honestly, the more and more I look at it, the more they do look like pink diamonds. I mean, my goodness, if it's just a misprint, sometimes that happens. These designer pieces, they just don't have it input correctly. Honestly, they really do look like pinks, don't they? There's just such a nice natural quality about them. I am pretty certain. Let's just come in close and look at it. I mean, let's judge for ourselves here, right? You're looking on screen. Look at those. Those are a different tone entirely. So those are, and I'm just focusing the camera, that is a light pink diamond there. So it's just, again, a misprint here on all white diamonds. They just did not include the fact that 3 of your 5 sections here are really those natural pinks there. And we're going to make it a lot more important than even $14.99 as far as saving you money, getting you now what is really even more elevated as far as rarity, but saving you a lot more as well, because it's not $14.99 either. There is only one. We do have to leave it in the gold color that you see it in, so it stays in that rose gold and white gold combination there for you, but it is spectacular in every way. It really is that beautiful style that we see layered. You can also, because it kind of ruffles over the edges, you can actually layer underneath it if you want to, and I'm talking about at the top and basically the north and the south of the band. If you wanted to add a little, diamond band next to it or a wonder ring next to it, you can do that as well because of that, again, a little bit of that arch that it creates. So you can do that if you'd like, but it's not $14.99, and we're going to make it even better. It's only $1,399 if you'd like it. So $13.99 takes you well below the big sale event price that we would have had it sold, and now you get that even better opportunity here at $13.99. So only one there for you, and then we have got to be just again rocking and rolling here. We do have another opal here. probably the coolest cut I've seen in an opal. Plus there's a major pink diamond. We have a certified 19 pointer. We have our 1 carat white diamond, which I know a lot of you have been begging us for. More of those. We've got one today. And I even have a Morganite that is really fabulous and a cushion cut square. So we'll see all of that in the next few minutes. Plus our wheel is coming up shortly here. But let me know if you'd like this one. $13.99. Gosh, we don't get under $1,000 a carat for diamonds, especially if those are, and they certainly are giving every essence of the pink diamonds. I think that's really just mislabeled. So that, again, now what would happen if I said, hey, those are pink diamonds and white diamonds, and instead you've got, you know, the majority being the pink diamonds? What would that go for? Would it even have gone for the $16.99 sale price? Would it have gone for $15.29? That's what's really remarkable here. So take advantage of it while it is here. It's a beauty, and there's only one, so we'll give that a final look. And then we've got, there's Imperial Topaz. I do have a huge star ruby. It's not a sapphire, but a actual star ruby. They're super rare, but mine is a 470. That'll be the largest we have. So we've got that one for you, and a lot more. Demontoid, Asher cut tanzanite, emerald, a Morganite opportunity. I know how much we love our Morganites. We really do. We are just totally head over heels in love with our Morganite material. And I've got such a beautiful, guess what it is? It's an emerald cut. The last time I had an emerald cut Morganite on TV, it was one that we needed, what, about an hour to get through everybody on the phone lines, and about, we had what, a couple hundred of them go out the door. So we've got a really special kind of a follow-up to that with an emerald cut Morganite for you as well coming up in the show. So all that's happening. Now we do have, you got to see this new one. This is an opal. Now we already saw the opal earrings, but let's take a look at this. It is, yeah, I'm just going to need one caller on this one. And I'll probably wait to price it until you're on the phone lines, just to really make sure that you understand how important this is to be there early. Have you ever seen a cut of an opal like this? I mean, right? That's totally unusual and unique. We never see opals cut like this. They're almost always either an oval or a round. They're trying to maximize. This is Australian Lightning Ridge opal, so they're always trying to maximize it. You never want to leave opal like this, especially top quality, you never want to leave it on the cutting room floor, which tends to be a movie term out here in Hollywood, but actually it applies to the gem cutting world as well. Lapidary never wants to waste any good rough. And so when you have some of the most important opal material the world has ever seen, like Australian Lightning Ridge, the last thing you want to do is leave it, or as, you know, lessen it, or do these exotic cuts. So this is why a cut like a square, which again, you could call it a princess cut, you could call it a sugarloaf cut, it's still a cabochon, but it is a perfect 90-degree angled square. So perfectly even side to side and top to bottom, which is that square off shape that we love, but you also get this really important mounting. So it's a bigger band. It's going to really cover the entire piece in diamonds. As we take a look at it here, you're going to see what it does here as far as bringing you diamonds that are more scattered through the midpoint, that double border as well, which really gives it a nice, heavier, thicker kind of border here to it. And that's really special also. And then we've got, well, you know, it's only going to be just this fabulous one of a kind. And have you ever truly seen an opal cut like this? Or we love the cut, but I think what's very clear is the color that is coming through. It is a true cobalt blue base. And then it has every single color, including the most vibrant of each of those colors. Now, I know you can easily sit back and go, that's a beautiful stone. I've never seen one like it, but I think I'll wait because that's going to be pricey. I want you to be on the phone lines because trust me, it's going to go. It's never going to last. It's item number 112, 1976, and that is a 66-point square Lightning Ridge black opal that has more of that. You know what it reminds me of? It's like Mahenge Spinel. That beautiful neon pinky red color that comes through. And this is probably, when we see reds, it's not always a true red. Sometimes it's more of a pinky or a lighter red that's happening on an opal. With this stone, it's just pure, all out, almost, I'm going to call it neon red. It's like a better than red, beyond because it's so bright. It's so glowy. And you have all these other different colors as well. The greens are coming through. We have nobody on the phone lines yet, and that is inexplicable to me, especially when we've got also a diamond weight here of 93 points. So just shy of a carat. It's going to have some great open work. We've got it in the white gold now. You can change it if you'd like to. So no pressure. You don't have to leave it in the white gold, but we do recommend it with all that white diamond weight because this is what it's going to look like on. And now I just took it out of the light. Everything that you're seeing, I cannot tell you how much better it gets when you get it out of those really bright lights there in the center. But you see, it now just looks almost as red as a ruby would. Solid red all the way through, really, when you see it from this angle, and look at how that glow is happening. But then you saw the bright greens, right? Bright, bold greens, yellows and goldens are here as well. Brand new piece. Not going to last, should absolutely be $69.99. There's nothing wrong with a value like that. I'm going to show you all the angles here because it's going to deliver color throughout the side profile of the stone. I'm going to flip it around so you can see the other angle as well. All natural through and through, no doublets, no triplets, although usually you would need to add layers behind it to ever get color this extreme. I'm going to make it so much better than $66.99, but again, I just need a collar, and really $69.99 was the price tag, but it doesn't matter. It's just all about this value. For one collar only, it's going to be your record breaker as far as opals, as far as color, size, cutting. Everything about this is truly, truly, truly unique. There's just, we always know that opals are always going to be one of a kind. There's never any two that identically match. We talked about that earlier with those fabulous earrings we had. But this is an extreme example here because I've not seen a square cut like this except for once ever in my career. So that's where you know it's super exotic. I've seen a lot of opals in my day. I've worked with them loose. I've worked with them in jewelry for many, many, many years. Worked with the miner directly who, you know, helps to run the Australian Lightning Ridge mine. And yet this is just something you just don't see. And it's not $66.99 or $69.99. It's going to be a lot less than that. We only have the one. And it's my job to make sure that if that's the piece that you want to have in your collection, it is totally feasible because it's a value, because it's a deal, because it's affordable, and it's not $6,000, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000. I'm amazed that it's not $29.99 when it should be. We're going to go a lot lower than that for you. And this is why you dial in as soon as you possibly can. No way it's going to stick around, especially when it's under $2,500 only, and this is where you're changing the gold color, getting your favorite size, all of that, but it's $19.99 to make that yours, and that is why you shop early in a show like this one. And all that color, I know you can't believe it because it just doesn't look like it could possibly be any better of colors throughout, but it is. It still is one of those, for as gorgeous as it looks, this still is going to look, and I'm just flipping it around again to show you another pattern here. It still looks even better in person away from these extreme lights. Look at all the red. Have you ever seen, it's not just the amount of red, it's the tone of the red. It's the amount really through and through the stone here as well. And just check it out. It's a wild, wild Australian opal. And it's $19.99 with almost a carat in diamonds and a lot of gold in tow. So that is a beautiful gem. And you're seeing, I know, the reds and the greens and the blues really, really well. Yes. Sure, zoom in. We can't get any closer than we'd get on the close-up. So here's what it looks like on the hand. And so we'll try it on again for you. If you just want to see it, you mean zoomed in on the hand a little bit, I can bring the camera in a little bit for you as well so you can see it there. But that's what it looks like. So again, we're under bright lights of a TV studio. So it's a little bit, opals get a little shy under these lights, but that's what it looks like. So you're still seeing the reds. And then you see how the middle is going to have a little bit of cutout detail. It almost looks like stars twinkling in the sky through the middle of the band. And then your outer rows are going to be that double row in diamonds on either side. So that is a one only. Trust me when I tell you, having looked at this close up and further away, and then in regular lights and studio lights, it is just beyond belief how good the stone is. So, and the square cut is really modern and really updates it. And so we've got a couple people talking about it. We'll see who's got that one first, and then that will be gone. So good luck. It is a one only. Change the gold if you want to, so you don't even have to leave it the way it is if you don't want to. You go with the yellow. That one is gone. Congratulations. And then here we go with our beautiful, got a pink Morganite to show you as well. And this one's wow. This is a true, oh my goodness, light pink. It's like a diamond pink color. And it's interesting. This one, it's a weird situation that's going on because it's almost like what happens when we put a lot of gold surface area on TV. It gets very much like reflective and you see a little bit darker color reflect off of it. Same thing's happening here. I want to show you. This is the true color. It's a beautiful light diamond pink. But it's got a lot of blues and purples coming through when you see it straight on. It's a fascinating stone. It's almost giving me vibes like that diamond we had last night that was kind of pink and kind of blue and kind of purple, all in different lights. It would look different colors, right? So this one is, well, we're going to make it super affordable for you, and it is going to be item number 112, $1533, and it's just white gold only. Big stone here. It's a 312 with 86 points in diamonds, so you're getting a lot of diamond weight around this one, but in a very classic setting. And you do have that, again, 86 points on the VS diamonds. You can see there's a center row that goes right through the middle of the split shank there. But most of the diamond weight is really going to be around that halo, which is squared off to match the square antique, square or antique cushion, we call it, in the cutting of that stone, and it's a blowout price. It did start at $39.99, so that's where it's supposed to be here. It was once upon a time. Now we're taking it a lot lower than that. You don't have to worry about paying $4,000. Now let's see what the color looks like from a distance here. As we still look at it straight on, yeah, it's really interesting how it's giving really intense colors here, because Morganite, as we know, it's a pastel pink. It's not supposed to be really bright or intense. It never gets that way. It's a peachy pink, or it's more of a true pink. This is more of a true diamond pink color, but it's really interesting how when you see it straight on, it's giving you a lot of lavenders and a lot of purples, which is what the really good stones do. And it's also better than $19.99, which is your 50% off. We'll take it a lot lower than that. Send it on out. Things are flying here tonight. That's going to be the case all night long, and it has everything to do with not just the beauty of the jewelry, but the values that come with it. And so we're making this one a lot better than $19.99. It's only $1,499 if you'd like it. And then get ready for that Paraiba, and we're going to do a wheel coming up next that does have pink diamonds, Savarite, opal. So don't worry, I know we just had a couple of you miss out on that opal, the square shape. We've got another opal coming up that's going to be even more affordable. So get ready for that. That'll be here. And then let me know if you'd like our big Morganite at $312 for under $1,500, and a really nice heavy diamond weight to go with it. And Will, real quick, what are you taking over there? What can we put aside for you? Is it, which one? Okay, gotcha. Just making sure I heard black diamond, and I wasn't sure if it was black opal or black diamond. So I wanted to make sure it wasn't the opal we were selling twice. All right, so all these one-of-a-kinds, as usual. Lots of one-of-a-kinds here tonight. Okay, so next up, we're going to build a little wheel for you. Got a really, really, really good one. Glad you're with us tonight. And again, happy Thursday. I'm so happy you're here, because this is going to be a show you do not want to miss a moment of. We've got incredible ideas, lots of brand new, pretty much one-of-a-kinds, though, throughout. So it's not going to take long to get through this. Fabulous jewelry. If you have any requests for us at all, let me know what those might be. We'll put them up on the air for you. But this next wheel, there's an opal, a Savarite, a pink diamond cross ring. They're big pink diamonds, by the way. We can't even make it anymore. So many of you have been asking me for the return of the pink diamond cross necklace. We had one once upon a time. It's completely sold out. We can't even make it again, and that has everything to do with the lack of pink diamonds in this world today. The fact that when they are out there, the price tags are really, really high. Want to give you an option here in all the bigger. These are actually bigger accent stones than we typically see. So this is important. Pink diamond cross rings where we'll begin. Then there's going to be Savarite opal. If any of those sound good, trust me, it's worth dialing in early on wheels like this. Now, this is a true sideways cross, and I do want to show you. I know if you see it straight on like that, you might just think it's like that perpendicular, like a plus sign, right? It's actually meant to be a cross, because you see on one side it goes much further than the other. So that's one option. Talk about a piece I love to add, meaning like you've got a ring wardrobe of probably favorites that you wear every day. You can add this. Here's why. It also works index finger, thumb ring, anything. You can really add to your collection here with your pink diamonds. This is my Savarite, so this is going to be the makings of a wheel here. So they're all going to be the same price, and yes, we're going to blow them out. Here's a one-of-a-kind opal. For those of you that missed out on that beautiful square shape, here's a gorgeous oval that's got a really intriguing pattern in blues and greens to it. And then this is the bypass ring in all white diamonds, but it's a lot more interesting than a typical regular just basic bypass, because you've got baguettes and rounds together. So do you want the pink diamonds, the opal, or the really, really rare out of Kenya Savarite, bright as can be, perfect green garnet, or do you want the diamond ring in all white diamonds? I've got some good news on gold colored changes. You can change anything up here except for two, and that would be what you'd expect. The pink diamonds are going to stay in rose gold, because that's the best way to show off that saturation. You've got such saturated pinks, it would be a disservice to put them in any other gold, because you wouldn't see how saturated they are. And then we have the other ones that's going to stay is this one-of-a-kind bypass diamond ring. That one stays in the white gold, and that is 18 karat gold. The rest are going to be 14 karat gold up here, but this one's that upgrade with 75% pure gold in the white diamonds there, and that combination of tapered baguettes and rounds together. So you've got a great look on all. You're going to change the opal if you want to, change the Savarite if you want to, but they're all one-of-a-kinds, and this is why they're going to go oh so quickly. Now, I do want to just let you know right up front, the pink diamond ring has a diamond weight here, and this is what's so extraordinary. It's 59 points in pink diamonds. That's really, really a high level of pink diamonds to get. 59 points is tremendous, but it's also the size individually that you have there. They're bigger sizes individually, as you see. They go more than halfway around on this side. And then you've got, look at the finishing, solid all the way through. So I would say also for holiday gifting perhaps. You think about the pink diamond cross. Anybody can wear it. And again, what I like the idea is if you're already wearing a ring on the ring finger, how about wearing this? For example, oh goodness, it's a smaller size for my ring finger. So I'll just show it to you there, but you can think about how it would look here, 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 or here. I love the idea as a thumb ring because also the thumb kind of sits in an opposite direction of our other rings. So here's what I'm thinking. Since there's a real directional kind of influence to this design, i.e. one side longer than the other. So what about wearing it when you look down on it? Now I've got it upright to face you guys at home, but if I put it the other way, as I look down on the cross ring, it would be upright to me. So that's what I would love to see. If you've been looking to add a really cool, different kind of thumb ring, you might want to think about this design in pink diamonds. 59 points in pink diamonds. That looks great, I think, and it's completely going to sit level to the hand because it is a low profile piece. So you don't need to worry about, if it is going on the thumb or the index finger, I never really advocate for, high profile designs for that. It's going to be much better if you have something low profile that sits closer to the hand just because they're on the outside of the hand, right? So you think about it, when we have pieces here or here or here, they're just kind of hanging out, right, on the outside of the hand all together overall. So you generally don't want those pieces sitting up too high because they can kind of be knocking on things and hitting and getting in the way of everything. So it's nice to have low profile pieces when you choose or opt to wear something as a thumb ring, a pinky ring, or an index finger ring. So that's why I love that pink diamond so much for that reason. Sits low profile, but wow, does it make an impact? Does it ever give you a look? You're getting huge individual, that's important. They're not just little mere accents or little tiny one pointers. They're really good sized stones that you have that are happening all the way through the rose gold. It's a great way to add pink diamonds to the collection. Any one you want, all 4 pieces, same price. It's ridiculously good. That's how these wheels operate. You know how that goes. The wheels are all about our greatest discounts we can bring. So they're happening right now. Take a look. Tsavorite opal, pink diamonds, or white diamond ring. Remember, 18K on the left side there. And anything you want, $19.99. We're going to just have to do better than that. And so this is where, again, pick your favorite. Look at this opal. All the play of colors. See how it's got a golden? That's probably what inspired the rose gold, but change it if you wish. It's got that little bit of red golden undertone to it that just glows on through. You've got the blues and the greens primarily beyond that. Anything you'd like on this wheel, they're not $19.99. Let's skip over even $999 and make quick work of the wheel. And you let me know which one is your favorite, because obviously these pieces are going to go in a hurry. And I think of truly how many pink diamond requests we get. And how many times it's a 10-point pink diamond that comes out that's $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000, and I have those tonight. I have a 19-pointer that's, $10,000. So what if that's not in the budget? This is a way to get a tremendous pink diamond weight with 59 points and spend a lot less than even $9.99. And that's why you want to get the pink diamond cross ring. Absolutely. Think about holiday shopping in advance here. Think about how great that would be to tuck that away and have something that anybody of any age can wear who's, obviously wants that show of faith there. Here's what we're going to do instead of $9.99 or $899. And there's a big Tsavorite. That Tsavorite's a 78-pointer with 52 points in the halo. You've got your carat 66 black opal with diamonds stacked on either side. Then you've got the Tsavorite, and don't forget the diamond weight on the baguette and diamond ring. That's actually going to be 55 points in diamonds in 18-karat solid gold, and nothing up here is $899. We'll make them $888 for your choice of. So a super affordable way to get 4 incredibly designer high-end pieces. High-end pieces, not the high-end price tag, that's for sure. We've got 60 seconds with that wheel, and then we've got to go. We've got a bracelet in 18-karat gold as well that would look great with that ring. A really nice floral type of style in a bangle bracelet, and florals or vines actually coming up in a bangle bracelet that is going to be one of our more petite sizes of bracelets. So if you're always looking for a smaller size in a bangle, we have one for you. So I'll be showing that to you shortly here. It's going to be perfect if you have up to a 7-inch wrist, but I love it if you have a little bit smaller, like a 6 3/4, if that's your best. I'm going to show you the spangles coming up, guys, in the white gold. So this is going to be coming up, and I love it with, you see how it looks like vines? Or almost like, look at that, like the little leaves are done in diamonds and the rest is all mirror finish. That's 18 karat in this bangle. That's coming up at a huge reduction in price. So we're not going to leave these here, are we? Fab 4 they are. Everything up there is really super rare as well. From the pink diamonds to the opal. The opal, again, is a 166 size. That's incredible to get an opal that obviously is going to look bigger than that by double, but to get a carat 66 in a black opal and then have stacks of diamonds on the sides and then a Savarite garnet, which is so, so rare at just under a carat, and then you've got that diamond bypass ring. So this is the way to go. Last call on the wheel. Make sure you're dialed in so you can get your favorite here before they're gone. Do not wait because you know those are going to be going out. If we need to show them individually, I can do that as well. The 18 karat gold bangle's coming up. 18 karat gold bangle. Most 18 karat gold bangles right now with no diamonds start at $15,000 and go up from there. We've got a heck of a value on a bangle for you. Take a look at this wheel though. Last call on anything up there. Who's shopping with the black diamond there?
Natalie. You registered Natalie.
Is it Natalie? Natalie from where?
Vegas.
No way. Las Vegas? Oh my goodness, brand new shopper from Las Vegas. Hey, Natalie, that's my adopted hometown. I've never lived there. I wasn't born there. I was born here and born and raised in Southern California. I've lived here my whole life, but my mom lives out there. So I figure it feels like, you know, home is wherever mom is. Isn't that true? So it's my adopted hometown. My mom's lived there for about 20 years now. So I love that. Love our Vegas girls. Well, welcome to the show and thank you so, so much. And then who was shopping just with you over there? I knew you got the fabulous opal, right? Oh, thank you, Evelyn, so much. I appreciate it. All right, so Evelyn got the opal, and Tally got the evil eye. Love it. So, and all four of these are here. Well, I have failed miserably on that, but I'll tell you, if you think it's just too cheap a price for those types of items, well, that's what the wheels are all about. So let's get to it. And if you have any questions on those, obviously here to help. But look at how beautiful Savarite garnet. Have you seen many Savarites? I'm not one for Savarites. It's like my least favorite stone, usually. And then I see a stone like this, and I go, what am I talking about? Because they usually don't look that good. They usually just are too dark. They're like that bottle green that just looks like onyx, usually. That is the perfect green color where most people would think it's the best emerald in the world, but it's actually a little bit more exotic. So that's why if you're a Savarite lover, you take it. If you're a Savarite, not a big Savarite lover like myself, you take that one. This is the beautiful 18 karat gold bypass ring. And then we have, just for a close-up here, for all my pink diamond lovers out there, that's the 59-point diamond cross. Just want to give you an information on it real quick, 1116564, as we zoom in on those really large individual pink diamonds that you have. And again, the cross ring, which also happens to be very much in sync with a big designer out there. So you see a lot of this, you know, big designer that does a lot of sterling silver. They do a design like that, but just in little tiny white diamonds. So that is a little upgrade for you with 59 points in pinks instead. So let's get to it. We've got a lot more to show you. That's only $888 if you'd like it. It's a huge value on a lot of pink diamonds. And then we also have tons of museum here. I mean, I've got this big Paraiba. So without further ado, it was yesterday about this time that we had our most important pink diamond value ever. That ever will be. We had a 1 carat pink diamond that sold. And that was because it sold for next to nothing for what it was. Now I'm going to show you our super, super cool, and this is why this one is so exotic. I'm going to ask you to really look at the stone before you take a huge stock in the carat weight, because this is one of those magical stones where the cutting is really giving a lot more look than what you're going to see in carat weight here. So what I mean is, if, and I've seen a lot of Paraibas in my day, I collect them. They're my favorite stone in the world. I will just tell you right now, this is going to be one of those stones that is a remarkable value, not to mention it has one of the largest diamond weights we have in all of our jewelry collection. We have literally tens of thousands of pieces of jewelry here in stock. We are a factory. We create, we manufacture every single day, 365 days a year. We are here working on manufacturing jewelry right here in-house. So this is really, really special because that's one of our bigger diamond weights we do. And that doesn't happen accidentally. That is all very intentional to go with this super important Paraiba, which is a large oval. It's elongated, so it's giving this carat 57 Paraiba a look as if it's a 2 carat pluser. Now, full disclosure, when we've had 2 carat plusers, what happens? They go for what, $25,000, and they're gone. The 2 caraters have been leaving us, and quickly. And because they're brought down to levels like $25,000, that's the difference. This one is a carat 57 with a look of. It is a super bright, clean neon, which is what we want to see. It is marked down tonight, so that this is actually one of the most affordable ways to get a significant size in a Paraiba. All you need to do is dial in, because there have been a lot of people lately, especially in the last couple of weeks, when we've been bringing out this parade of larger Paraibas in beautiful, beautiful settings. But This is the big one. Do you realize that the 309 it's partly achieved because you have massive heart-shaped diamonds, but they don't really even look like heart-shaped diamonds. They look like big round brilliants. That's because of the way they're set in. So it's really a double halo, and on the outskirts, you're getting heart-shaped diamonds that are lined up, huge individual heart-shaped diamonds, lined up all along the exterior there. And so it just really gives you this big, bold diamond presence. It looks like your classic setting style, but it's almost like that hidden significance and symbolism that's built in because they are heart-shaped. So really beautiful. And 1120679, but it's all about the markdown. We can go on and on. I can romance this piece all day long, but the problem is this. The value is what's going to sell it, because it's obvious when you see it, without even seeing all the information, it's obvious what this stone does have going for it. One of the top colors, one of the top clarities, one of the top neons that we'll ever see here. That all is going to come with normally a very large price tag at $29,999 right here on the back. That's where it started. That's where it should have sold. That's where it should have stayed. Today is the day we bring it down. None of the big Paraibas I've had of late, none of them. None have stuck around in the last few weeks. And that's, I'll tell you why. We have new ones that are, I had one last night, didn't show it to you. It was a 57 pointer. It was $79.99 for a 57 pointer. It's the new reality. It's the new world of Paraiba. So if you're thinking, not sure I'm going to be spending all that money to get a 50 or basically a half carat stone, these are the ones you need to look at and truly dial in early, because this is where you get the big one that right now should be $29,999 and more. It's going far less than that. That's why you want to dial in, because this is never going to last. We have enough collectors out there who understand when these Paraibas drop in price, as this one's about to do, you can't wait because you're competing against everybody else. So remember that. Carat 57 is the stone size. There's 240 in heart shapes and 69 points in rounds. So there are two different cuts. And when you combine it all together, that is 309 in diamonds. Extraordinary. What a way to set it, because you're already taking this beautiful collectible gem and you're just basically giving it this huge frame of diamonds. And you see how each on the outskirts, they're all different heart shapes, but they're set in, and then they've got the rounds between them, but they're set in where the points are on the outskirts, so it almost looks like a pear shape. And then you've got the rounds really filling it in the rest of the way. So when you see this on, and it does have a great finishing, we did it all in 14 karat white gold. Look at the size of this ring on the hand. It is major in every way. And there's your beautiful, look at the ripples of light. You see all that light transition through the stone from top to bottom. Again, just reaffirming how much clarity you have in this gem. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. Every one of the big Paraibas I've had, and this is one of those big ones, has not only had a piece that's gone quickly, but it's also had usually about 2 or 3 or 4 shoppers that have missed out. So do not let that happen tonight. I'm giving you full-fledged warning. This is going to be one of those values that is truly for multiple people, except for the fact that we only have one stone. So that's why you want to be very, very early to dial in, especially when you've got this enormous diamond weight that we're just basically disregarding. I mean, we're discounting, but we're disregarding, because you don't discount to this level unless you're disregarding the diamonds. So what is one of our largest diamond weights here is actually really disregarded, and we're just looking at it as a great value for just the center stone. There are no ways. Everyone came back literally Monday night from the biggest gem and jewelry show overseas. So hopped off a plane after 16 plus hours on a plane and has the latest, most updated pricing on Paraibas. And the bigger issue has been most people are not selling them in the trade shows anymore. They're holding on to what they have. The prices are not inexpensive. They've gone up from even the last trade show, which was all of 3 months ago. Last major trade show, that is. So this is where, again, you dial in early, you get it while it's here, you have the collectible that is still continuing to go up in value, and it's not $29.99, and it's not even $25,000, which is where all the comparable stones have been selling for. It's not $20,000, which is where it really gets wild, and that's where we start getting a lot of competition on the phone lines and a lot of people missing out, because when they start to get into 20 grand for a bigger stone, everyone recognizes that fact and everyone's jumping in. It's not $20,000, it's not $15,000, and it is not $10,000. And right then and there is what is going to solidify this as the value of all values in Paraiba, but you're not having to spend $10,000 or $99.99 either. So that is why you have to dial, because right now, let's be real, the diamonds are worth more. And the diamonds are not nearly as valuable as the Paraiba. They're not. They're extraordinary. They're huge individual sizes. They're fancy cuts as well, but they are not worth what that Paraiba center stone at a carat 57 with that clarity and color is. And this is not what you spend. So come on in early because there's no way it's staying here. It's not even $99.99. It is the value of the night, without a doubt. And it was literally 24 hours ago we brought out another similar museum piece that was gone, and a lot of people missed out on that as well. So do not wait, because it's not even $8,999 to get it. And there's only one, you know that. And we're getting just limited now because we have not been able to replenish our inventory. So guess what? When a Paraiba goes, that's one less that we'll ever have, because we have not been getting any more new in. They're just too pricey, or they're not available in the quality we demand. And the ones that are of good quality are just way too pricey compared to the values we offer. So it's not something we're replenishing our inventory. There's no new coming in. And it's not even $89.99. This is for one caller. That is it. We'll make it $8,888 if you want it, and that's with 309 in really sensational diamonds as well to go with your carat 57 ultimate high level neon Paraiba, and it's $88.88. So one caller, 30 seconds, it's going to be gone. We know that much. And here again is what it looks like on the hand, because that 157, I have a very large hand, so I can make any stone look small. This is where, again, you have to look at it on the hand to realize that does not look like a 157 stone. It looks far larger than that. So this is really your chance to get the ultimate Paraiba from every respect, from the diamonds to the gold. That takes a lot of gold to just give it a foundation underneath all those stones. And here we are at $88.88. So one caller will take that home tonight. It's a fabulous piece, and let it come to you and see what it's all about. And remember, you have a money-back guarantee, so even on these really big ultimate buys, you've got your time to get it at home and see what it's all about in person before you make a decision. So that's $88.88. Let's get to this bangle I'm wearing that is just so fabulous, designer style, easy to wear. It's best for 7-inch max. If you have a little bit smaller wrist, it's going to work for you as well. This is really perfect for a 6 3/4 or 7-inch wrist, but it's going to be item number 1117825, and yet we're breaking it out again, the 18 karat gold, except this time not in a ring, a bangle, with this leafy, like vine-like style to it, which is so precious because you get something a little different, great for stacking, or you saw it, just, you know, how it makes a great impression. Even if you wear it all on its own, it looks beautiful that way too, because it's got that larger width, and you see how every link of the bangle, it's a bangle, so it's only going to be basically hinged on one side, but you see how every link is like a different vine, and it almost looks like its own section. And then it's not just going to be diamonds at one side, i.e. the top, it goes all the way around. So you have diamond pave on basically all the leaves that you see, and there's no front, no back. There's no top, there's no bottom. And yet this is how it's got a hinge on one side. And then look at this. Can you even find, I mean, if it weren't for the figure 8, honestly, I don't know how you would even detect the little button that's where you open it up. But it's right here. It's actually diamond encrusted as well. There's that little marquee shape that's elevated. That's your button to release it. So after you undo your figure 8 safety catch, you've got your diamond button there that opens it up, and then you just slip it right over your wrist. It's 97 points in diamonds to go with all your 18 karat gold. It is so designer. I am a designer freak. I love designer. I love luxury. I love status. I love those types of pieces. I got to tell you, if that does not look, I think there's a lot of great designer jewelry out there that looks rather kind of plain and simplified. This one is the essence of a unique designer high-end piece. No doubt about it. Some pieces just look rich. You know, some things you can just tell in life. Like I always say, you know, if you want to go to a totally, you know, non-jewelry related kind of example, I think cars. Like, you may know nothing about cars. Like, I'm a car freak. I love cars. But I've been learning about cars since I was a very, 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 very young girl. But I got to tell you, you know, even if you know nothing about cars, you know when there's a special car that you see, you can almost sense it. You know it's different or exotic. And it's just the lines of it, maybe the sound of it, maybe it's the paint that is just so ridiculously over the top good. You know, right? You know it's a special, maybe unique, exotic, right? Same thing happens with jewelry, I think, and you don't have to know a lot about it, but certain designs really read that same way. They have that aura about them, they have that designer element about them, and they're recognized for that. This is that style, yet there's a price tag that's a little bonkers in the best way, and there's all kinds of markdowns. 7-inch max. It's on the smaller side of 7. So if you have any questions about that, I have a kind of average size wrist. I usually wear smalls in my bangles. This one fits on that just kind of really, again, I wouldn't say small or tight, but if you are, again, 6.5, 6 3/4, this is going to work for you beautifully. And if you're up to a 7, if you wear up to a 7-inch bracelet, this is going to be good for you as well. But it's also finished really, really well, and we're going to blow it out right now for you so that you don't have to pay even that $39.99 price tag. It should have been. I don't see anything wrong with that, and I'm going to show it to you on in case you missed it earlier. Let me undo that figure 8. It's so, I mean, I'm looking at it right up close and personal, and it's hard to even see where that clasp enclosure is. It really is just so beautifully done. And I'll just show you here what it's going to look like on. So that's the size that you're going to get there. And you can see how you just kind of pop open that button hinge. And then you're basically going to be right on out the side. So it hinges on one side, closes on the other, lines up, clicks into place. Then it's locked. Then you go ahead and fasten your figure 8. And then you're good to go. And it just creates that same design, even on the sides where it opens up and closes, all the way around. So it's a really good look. Let's just blow it out. That's what we're here to do, right? Make jewelry affordable no matter what, no matter how high end, no matter what kind of metal is in it, no matter how many diamonds are in it. That's what we're doing. We're making jewelry really, really affordable, far more than we should. And I'm going to make it $1,299 for the bangle that's going to sit up on that figure 8 just a bit there at the moment. So that's going to be all the way around pure luxury. In that diamonds, again, scattered all the way around, so there's no top, no bottom. You don't need to worry about, again, like some of our bangles, a lot of them will do. We'll just put diamonds on one side. Not this style. This is all the way around in diamond pave. 18 karat, you see how the solid gold comes all the way through the inside like that? $12.99 gets it to one collar. I think we're ready, guys. We have a last call on this bangle. Then we got to go. Top of the hour is coming up in about 4.5 minutes. We've got a big top of the hour for you. It is major. Stay with me. If you have requests, get those in. If there's anything you want to see or want to get registered to shop all throughout the night, please do that as well, because this is an important night to be shopping the values. I don't know where else you buy an 18 karat gold bracelet for $12.99. And I'm just talking about gold. When you get a carat in diamonds, that makes it obviously oh so much more special. Diamonds all the way around, tons of workmanship, one only. Again, 7-inch max. So if you wear a 7.5, please don't buy this. It's going to be a little too snug for you. If you wear a 7 or smaller, that's what you need to look at right here. It's a beautiful size. That's most of us. So it's really going to work for a lot of different people out there. Take a good look at it, though. Last call on this one, and then we got to go. It's last chance on that one. Last call, last chance, last opportunity. That's all we got. So $12.99, and that's got to be going. So you just don't find 18 karat gold. White gold and 18K. Beautiful, right? And I know we don't have nearly, really, do we have any 18 karat white gold ever in bangles? Never. We only see a couple 18 karat gold yellow bangles, not usually anything in the white gold category. So huge opportunity there for somebody who wants to go really high end with that purity in the white gold, and that's going to be $12.99. All right, let us know if you have requests as well. We'll help you out with those as best we can. And then let's get to this emerald cut Morganite. Already had a beauty in the Morganite. But that was that bigger stone, the 3 carat. We're going to show you an emerald cut that last time I had one in a ring, we all lost our minds. But maybe, just maybe, you want a little more diamond weight. And how about this? Pink diamonds and white diamonds together in a ring of Morganite. That's going to be coming up for you. Big top of the hour. We have Alexandrite on the way. We do have a gorgeous, I got to show you this blue zircon. We've been waiting on this one, and we've been getting a lot of requests for blue zircon. And yet, we don't have many to bring out. So what we did was we went into the private collection, and we absconded with a huge, huge, huge stone. The king stone, and I'm going to show you why, because the color is going to tell you everything you need to know about this. That is our top blue zircon in the inventory. I'm talking about overall, and it wasn't even in a ring until about 5 hours ago. This afternoon, this was completed because that stone was part of a private collection of really the world's top gem family. And we're talking about the most highly well-respected, renowned gem family in gem collecting the world over. And oh, by the way, that's who is running the network. So that's where you're shopping, their own collection. It's like if you had a family friend or a family member who was literally, that's what they did. If they just had generations and generations where that's all they did was be basically top dog in the gem world, and you were willing to go, like if they said you can come into my collection and pick out one piece, that's kind of like what watching TVON is all about. You get a chance to experience those gems, those high-level stones that nobody else has access to. This is a mined out gem. It's completely extinct. That Cambodian mine is literally shut down and gone. There is no Cambodian blue zircons left to get out of the ground. The area is completely, now the land was sold, they built up top, so there's no way to even access what used to be unless you're going to make reservations at a resort that now exists on the land where that mine used to be. So it's a really well-known stone, but it's completely gone. So you do have to find it through avenues such as the secondary market. But this is even better because you get a stone that's been set aside. It's been in the private collection for literally decades. It is that ultimate kingstone, and it's coming up in the show. So I wanted to give you a little preview of that, just so you know that it's on its way tonight. But that is a very, very special color. And those deeply saturated stones, of course, there's that double refraction we love to see as well. But that's what's so valuable and intense about that material. And that's going to be 112-1931. And that is a 405. Only, again, saved from the beginning because of that color. And then you get the carat 28 and VS diamonds around it in that signature mounting, which will be, don't worry if you're going, oh, well, I don't know if I do the yellow gold or the white gold or the rose gold. Well, you got a choice of all three, so you don't need to choose right now, but you will have a full range of choices there on the gold color that you want it set in, and that's our most important zircon. So let's do this. We've got a really, really pretty Morganite coming up, and that's going to be our top of the hour in about 10 seconds here. We still have, I haven't shown you the star ruby yet, but it's a good one. That's a star ruby. It's almost 5 carats. It's our largest museum piece. We also have a Marquise fancy purple pink, and I'm not calling it a purple pink. GIA is calling it a purple pink, and that's why. Look at that stone. Now that's a serious collector's piece, and guess what? Purple's labeled first, so it means that's the dominant color over the pink. It's more purple than it is pink. That's here. If you want a men's piece, look at this one. Color changing Diaspore. For the gentlemen, haven't seen one of those except for one time ever in our history. There's a color changing Diaspore in a huge cushion cut. That's coming up for the guys. That's a one only though. And then if you're going, oh, well, I really like the star ruby, but I kind of like those blue star sapphires as well. We have one of those also. And that's a big stone. That's going to be a 365, only to be outdone by our star ruby. So all of that and more. And then, you know, when it comes to tanzanites, the rarest cut right now, the Asher, we have that one. That is not just museum reserve. What is a step up? Do you see rainbows? Because I was noticing rainbows. We've heard of red flash, right? Check that out. What do you see happening at the top, right? What is going on there? I was noticing this, and not today, not yesterday, not a year ago. I was there 5 years ago in December. It was December 18th of 2018. And I was sitting in a room with the collector, who was the miner of the Blue Wing Block Ds. And I looked at that Asher cut, and without a loop, without a magnification assistance, I looked at that stone and saw what you're seeing on camera there, those red flashes and rainbows coming through, and set it aside. That's the stone that's coming up tonight, because that's how limited we are in Asher cut blue wings. You're asking for them, you're demanding them, but we don't have any others. That one, which was supposed to be continued to set aside, it was not going to go to a museum. I've got a story for you on that one. So that one's coming up as well. And even if you've seen any number of the 6,000 plus Blue Wing Block D pieces of jewelry I've had over the last 5 years, you have not seen anything like that. So we're going to upgrade you on Blue Wing Block D to a level we've never had before tonight, and that's happening. So stick around. That's kind of the, I'm going to take that back. It's actually my stone. So we'll elaborate on that later, but we're going to let that be available tonight for you. So that's going to be here as well. Just a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous Blue Wing. So you can't get any better quality than that. We'll bring it out for you. But again, welcome to the show. Glad you're with us tonight. This is TVON. I'm Lauren Blair, and we've got 2 hours left of our Thursday. And that's it, guys. So we got a really, really, you know, we're going to shop up a storm here like we do. And all those pieces I just flashed, the men's piece, the blue zircon, the big blue wing, they're all coming up in this next 2 hours. So I hope you'll stay with me to be a part of it and see what it's all about. And if there's any requests you have, please get those in. We're always happy to help you with those requests. I beg you for them, okay? Because we'd love nothing more than to show you whatever it is you'd like, or you can just sit back and wait for all those magical pieces to come your way. Like right now, this emerald cut Morganite is coming your way, and it's going to be a really special one because it's that elongated emerald cut. It's got a beautiful combination of pink and white diamonds around it, and it's oh so special. It really is. And it's going to be at number 11. Hold on, I got a lot of pieces here now in front of me. That star ruby, the star sapphire, we got all those. But this is 112, 1843. And we're thrilled to bring it to you because it is a superstar elongated emerald cut stone, and it has those pink diamonds and white diamonds around it. That'd be 27 points on the pink. White diamond's going to be even more so. That's going to give you 74 points in the white diamonds. So all together now, you're getting a really lavish diamond weight of 1.1 all around your center stone here, and I'm going to put it on the auction block, and we're going to let you decide what to pay for it. 0 to start, $100 increments, and let's find out early because last night was a record-setting evening 24 hours ago, and that all had to do with what happened or what didn't happen on some auctions. So I know it's sweeps week, and that's a broadcast term that you know, I've been dealing with since I was a teenager because that's a term for the week of the year when all the broadcast ratings are being developed. So that's what determines, you know, advertising pricing and all that. And so I know it's a busy week on TV, and I know we are up against, you know, again, you might be watching other things or popping in and out or kind of keeping one eye on jewelry. So I'm making it extra enticing here with the values. So 0 to start, $100 increments, and we're going to go ahead and see if we have any bidders on the auction. That's how we're going to start. I want to know what, how much jewelry and how much money are we going to have to lose tonight to give jewelry away over the course of the next 2 hours? Because last night was a record on that front. And do you know that I had auctions last night with only 1 and 2 bidders, and they were 0 to start? We're verifying. Do we have 100? $300 starts us off. $300, 1 bidder. So that's what does that mean to you? It means this is a really good time to be watching and shopping, and especially when it's an auction like this where I have 1 bidder. Well, it's happening again. We did this last night. We had a 0 to start auction where we had 1 bidder and it sold. It's happening again. Now, I don't know, but that might have been their intention, starting at something other than 100. They started at 3, so everybody else may have bowed out or decided not to participate. But let me remind you, that's not a $300 ring. We just got $500 from a new bidder here over with Will. So we do have $500. It is a, let me tell you where it is. It's a $29.99 ring. So I'm legitimately supposed to get, we have $600, 2 bidders only. I'm supposed to get $29.99, which is very fair. I think y'all know that. I think we know our Morganite pricing, and we know when you add pink diamonds, that needs to be considered. There's a lot of pink diamond weight. There's a lot of white diamond weight. Remember, 101 in total. We're at $600. That's not a $600 ring, but your participation and your being here tonight and staying with me is more important than losing money on 1 ring. So, or every ring I show you. So that's really what's going to be happening. We're going to be doing a lot of these auctions tonight because otherwise it's going to sit here at $29.99. So hopefully this is the way I make sure that pieces go. Obviously, losing money, yeah, likely. Do we have 700? 700 we have. So here's the deal. We have 2 bidders. We've only had 2 bidders. And that's wild. And that's a $3,000 Morganite pink diamond and white diamond ring. And we have now 1 bidder left. So we're at $700. We have a major Morganite. It's an 80 pointer, but that's the elongation of the stone that's making it look so much larger than that. That's what it does, giving the elongation of the emerald cut. We had a ring the other day. It had very little diamond weight. It lit the lines up for an hour straight. Maybe you were one of those that took advantage of it. It was also an emerald cut Morganite, and it was so beautiful. It had very slim, it was 21 points in diamond weight, so not nearly what this does. It was this price, and everyone went wild for it. But this is one where you're getting such an upgrade in the diamond weight, not to mention diamond weight overall with pink and white diamonds, and that elongation of the emerald cut, which makes that 80 pointer look so much larger. And we're only at $700, and we're going to give it a final call and a final clock, and it's going to be 2 minutes until we sell it. So this is last call right now. And I would leave the gold the way it is because you get a little bit of rose and a little bit of white. So it works really well. The 2 options for Morganite would be rose and white. So to have both, fantastic. Again, they're both there because you have the pink diamonds. We love to set our pink diamonds in the rose gold, white diamonds in white gold. This is the way I would leave it. And we're going to give it a final call. It's going to be 2 minutes on the clock, and then we're going to sell it. Got no choice. But that is, again, when you go through, I started again at 0. We have no reserve on it, so I can't. If it cost us more, and it did, if it cost us more to make it, and it absolutely did, then guess what? I don't have a choice. I have to sell it. That's what no reserve means. So you get the savings, you get the deal, simply because it's a light audience on a Thursday night, and I ran this auction starting at nothing, when I should have started it probably at $2,500. So here we take another look at it. We're looking for, let me see if we have $800 or verifying. We've got the 2-minute clock ticking down. Yes. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, guys. It's last call, and this is why we run that clock. So if you want to be in, then you have to dial within the next minute 45, which is like 100 seconds. So you got to dial in right now if you want to be a part of this one, because this is what we're going to do a lot of tonight. So if I can entice you to record those other things and stay with me, because we are a live show, and once the jewelry goes, it goes, and it's gone forever. So I always advocate, you know, being with us, record the other things, okay? And then, you know, watch those at a later date when we're not on, when it's not a matter of getting the ring versus not getting the ring, especially when values like this are happening tonight. And this is going to be happening throughout the evening. So we have 2 hours of shopping like you've never seen it before. I can vow that to you. So it happened last night all night long. We saw record-breaking, record-setting prices. If you missed it, don't even go back and look at it, because you know what? You're going to be mad you missed it. You're going to be like, oh my goodness. But it teaches you to be here live with us, to take advantage of these values that are happening. Now, we may be at $800. Let me see. We've got a final 52 seconds to still get you in if you want to be a participant. Let me try it on. Don't think I've even done that. It's a large ring. It's a beautiful ring. And I mean, I'm talking really, really large. Every time I look at this, I think of an imperial topaz. We had a very similar piece that was over $10,000 with an imperial. And once again, this Morganite is a pinky, peachy blush tone. It's such a pretty neutral. It's a beautiful feminine color for anybody and everybody to wear. Like if you ever think about what gem looks best for my skin tone, I think Morganite, it doesn't matter if you have the fairest of fair skin, like porcelain, all the way to a rich, beautiful tone of skin. Honestly, it looks so good on everybody. So it's like, again, a makeup color in a gem. So it's like Mother Nature's makeup. I always say if Mother Nature needed a great blush tone, I think she would crush Morganites, and I think she would use that as her blush. If we can personify Mother Nature in that respect, if you don't mind me personifying Mother Nature. But this is, again, a beautiful creation from Mother Nature. We do have $800. Let's see if we have $900 or more. So Andy, I know you had our $700 bidder. We just got 8. We're looking for 9. Let me know if you have $900, and then we'll see where it goes. But that is a wild, wild moment. Pink diamonds at 27 points, 74 points in white diamonds. Here it is up close once again with, you see how the pink diamonds, it's a double row on the sides. Pink diamonds are going to come up and make half of the halo, and then the white diamonds go the opposite sides. Isn't that creative and different, and just adds a little bit of that special quality to it that just emphasizes the unique factor? And are we at $900, yes or no? You got it? No? Maybe not? No? 800 once, twice, 3 times? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. I have this one-of-a-kind gents ring, so some of you are asking about this. I flashed it. Let's show it. The one-of-a-kind color-changing Diaspore in a gentleman's style here for you, and it's going to be at number 112, 1980. Oh, that was a good year, wasn't it? Okay, I was born in that year, so yeah, I think it was. I think it was. I know, I'm not weird about my age. I don't care. I don't know why women are weird about their ages. Don't be. Own it. Be proud. Be proud of it. I'm proud. I just really, I can't say enough about this Diaspore. We haven't had one in a gent style. 238 is the carat weight. It's a 51-point diamond weight as well. It's a double row that transitions right down the side. Big halo in diamonds. That's our 238 center stone. 51 points in diamonds, and it's a great looking color change Diaspore because it's big and it's clean. This is not a stone that just gives us automatic clarity. It really struggles. But why is it that you never see a dirty Diaspore here? Because we're going to be selective and only choose the best of the best. That's what this is. And you've got a clean material that's still a deeper green golden, then it goes to pinky rose. It's like a pinky rose color. If you're in another type of light source, like an incandescent light, that's when it changes color. And you've got the great finishing. This is a big, hefty gold weight. And it has more diamond weight than most of our gents rings do. And let me change the gold if you want to. If you want white gold or rose gold as a preference, we'll do it for you. What do you guys think about that zircon, that blue zircon? Are we getting excited about that stone? I've got two of our most important stones from our private collection tonight in one show. So if that's not reason to stay with us, I don't know what is, because we went really, really bold with some very important stones tonight. But this one's got to go. It's our $42.99 ring. I'm going to try something a little different here. All the polishing on the sides and the corners. Let me try it on for you. Remembering, of course, that it's, you know, meant to be a gentleman's piece, so they've sized it right now to a 10. Gives it a little bit extra room on me, but I got to tell you, we're going to size it whatever you need. And you've got this really, you know, good, significant platform of gold. There's a lot of depth to that gold, as you see there. And then I love it in the yellow, but remember the Diaspore, anything you want to do, you'll be fine. But it's $1,499. That's one of our most affordable gents rings ever. And so to get a huge one-source stone, because it is, the color-changing variety of Diaspore only comes from Turkey. That's it. I know there's other names for it. We use the gemologically correct name. It's all the same material. It's all the same thing. As long as wherever you're buying it from, whatever they're calling it, whatever they've named it, whatever their little pseudonym is, as long as you know that theirs is natural material, it's all the same thing. We just go on that gemological name. The trade names that you're seeing out there mean that they probably spent a lot more money because they probably bought it more recently, right? Ours have been in our collection for a long, long time. And so remember, if you have any questions about anything in the first hour, to make sure you ask about those. That Paraiba is going before the night is over. We'll see who's got our gents one only 238 Diaspore. And then I'm thinking, do we bring out the big tanzanite or do we bring out the blue zircon? Which one should come out to play first? They'll both be here in the show. They're both going to be some of our bigger values. Let me know if you have a preference, one or the other. What are you so excited to see tonight? Hopefully both. Oh, thank you. This one's gone. Enjoy it. Great looking stone. And speaking of great looking stones, here's a really, really, really wild one. I didn't even think this could be the stone it is because it looks too good. And this stone always looks good. Do not get me wrong. This just is intense. And that's probably why we added pink diamonds and white diamonds to it. Item number 11200926. Congrats on the Diaspore. Well done. I was just waiting for that year/item number to come up. I'm glad it did. This one, whew, that's a 511 Royal Zambaran garnet. What usually is, first of all, Zambaran means purple. I don't know if that's what you'd call this. If you asked somebody on the street and said, here's a ring, what color is that stone? They probably wouldn't say purple. Royal Zambaran, Zambaran in Swahili is purple. So that's the name it gets because it is mined out of Tanzania. So we go with that, you know, the native tongue, and that's what they called it. And that's okay because there is usually a purple element. But in this particular example, we're looking at an extreme quality. It's in a round, so yes, there's a special kind of flash happening that's going a little overboard here because of the round cutting, but this is primarily red. It's not as much purple, it's not as much pink, it's primarily red. That's what sets this one apart from all the rest. It's less purple, it's more red, it still is going to color shift, so that means moment by moment, room by room, light by light, indoor light versus outdoor light. It always gives you a different reflection of colors, but the size is huge. The cutting is tremendous. It has pink diamonds at 21 points. It has white diamonds at 92 points. So it's giving you a whole lot of diamond weight overall. And it's a really big value because this one was $49.99. It is no longer. It's not even close. Call me if you like a Zambaran. You want top quality Zambaran? This is it. Here's what it looks like on. Wow, I still can't get over the light, the brightness of it, the beauty of it, everything. We have one. It's in rose gold only, so it stays as is. Trust me, you won't see the band because watch it. It goes side to side. The diameter of the stone with the double halos is all you see. There it is on the hand, and yet here's a stone that almost from this light, it almost looks like a golden or an orangey red almost. It is so beautiful. I've seen a lot of Zambarans. They're all pretty. This is just a different level. It's different quality. It's just a high-end superstar. Looks like it could be a spessartite garnet or a red diamond or a rubellite tourmaline, all of which I just mentioned would be like 5-6 times the price of a Zambaran garnet. And so the fact that it is January's birthstone coming up, It's got that really beautiful pop. It doesn't ever get too dark. Like, look at it. We're looking under shaded light here. It's got that round cutting. We're further away, and yet it's still lively and bright as ever. It's not $49.99. Trust me, this is going to be a new markdown that's going to make sure it disappears. But it's only for one caller. Stays in the rose gold. Let me size it to whatever size you need. If that's not a perfect size 6 and you deserve, you need a better, bigger, smaller, I'm going to make it for you for free. But we're not going to do $49 or half of that price at $2,500. Once again, one of a kinds. And got to make sure it goes. We will do that by saying $19.99 gets it to you. So remember also in Gents Rings, we have that big yellow diamond at a new markdown. So the yellow diamond is back. It's our one and only yellow diamond gents ring, but it's going to be marked down as well. So I can't wait to show that to you. It's our 1 carat yellow diamond men's ring that'll be coming up. Let's see who's got the Zircon garnet at $19.99. That's a wonderful value for a 511 round. And then, how about it? In 10 minutes, we're going to bring it on out. This Kingstone of the Parcel, it's not a parcel as much as it was a collection that's been here for over 2 decades. I realize we haven't been here for 2 decades as a network. We've only been here for about 8 years. But this stone has been around a lot longer than we have. So get ready for the presentation grade blue zircon that is the ultimate level of quality. We flashed it earlier. I know a lot of you are patiently waiting for that. Zircon is here. Got to get it. Somebody's got to get that stone. It is real special. And in $19.99, you try it because that is one of the most lively stones. And that's the stone and the cutting combined there to make that the wow factor that you want to see. And then we got to move. We've got the big tanzanite coming up, that Asher cut with the rainbows. There are rainbows in a stone. It's amazing. Never seen that before in a tanzanite. It's happening tonight. Then we've got wheels for you. I already have one wheel. A lot of great pieces there. We've got more on the way. Stay with me. And then we've got an emerald and a bridge that is just, well, let me show it to you. This is also still to come. Speaking of rounds, look at that. Have you ever seen an emerald do that? It's lighting up like it's some kind of electronic device plugged in to a wall outlet. It really is. That is, once again, round cutting and a really good stone. They are a match made in heaven. So that's also happening, but I've got to show you this. So when we talk about priceless stones, and I know I'm in the business of shopping and jewelry, shopping on TV. It begs the question, why is this here? Because this is into a category that is beyond, I know we bring high quality jewelry every day, but this is beyond that. This is, I mean, seriously, you could ask me legitimately, why is that here? Why is that for sale? Do you realize when you tune into our show, it's not as much, and there are people who watch the show who've been watching for years and years who have never bought anything because they just like to look at really exotic gems. Really beautiful, really different, really unusual, really exotic gems. And so this is one of those. Then for the rest of us who like to own said exotic collectible gems, you get a chance to do that because we make everything so stinking cheap, don't we? I mean, really. I know that's a very bad word and I shouldn't say it, so I apologize. But that's what we do because this stone is on a priceless level. It should be sitting in a museum somewhere right now. There's a great gem exhibit here at our Natural History Museum in Los Angeles, about a block away from where I spent 4 years of my life, the best 4 years of my entire life. We're in college, and that's right south of downtown LA, Exposition Park. We have the Natural History Museum. That's where that stone should be residing right now, not here on a shopping network, where most people think that shopping network's just hot plastic junk, right? No, not us. We have museum-level gems. And why do I say all that when we've had star sapphires and star rubies here? It's because this stone is so high-end. This stone is nearly 5 carats, 470. Star ruby, not a sapphire. It's a star ruby. Take a look at this. I don't want you to miss it. Collectors out there, or maybe you want to be a collector. This will do it. This will definitely do it. The stone is 112-1891. That is the largest by far. It is a fabulous 4 carat 70 oval star ruby. It's gorgeous. It also has a carat 08 in diamonds that are just on the sides. So we didn't go halos and halos around. Yes? No. I mean, unless the price is right. You know, if unless you want to make me an offer and the price is really right, I can take them off and sell them to you. No, I wouldn't do that, would I? Would I? Which one do they like, Will? Which one did they like? Yes, but which one did they like? Because you realize, like, I have some news for you guys. Which one? You don't know? They wanted both of them? I have news, guys. I am designing something for you. Okay? I am designing. The sketch was done yesterday. They're in process, in progress as we speak. So, I don't know who that was. Will, do you know who it was? We'll find out. Who is it? Olin? Okay. So they're coming. If you can hang out with me, it's probably going to be a few weeks, but they're going to be here. So get ready. Very excited. So that's all happening. But take a look, because I know I've had just a couple of you ask about those, so we'll do something for you that you'll like. This is my 470, though, and it's going to be our 108 in diamonds, and we are going to go ahead and blow it out. Do what we do, and if you're thinking, oh, yeah, that's that really, I know how rare that is. I know how special it is. Well, it's going to be rocking on out of here. There's that under gallery. So we have that. That's going to be that beautiful finishing. It doesn't even really need to be there, but hey, it's there. And then you've got this comfort, but you also have, let me also show you as we zoom back a little bit. I want to block one of the lights because there's just generally one star, but I always like to, I don't want there to be any confusion when you get it at home. Do you see how there are 2 stars visible right now when you see it? Now, I'm shadowing it right now. So I'm going to leave it right here. I'm doing this all backwards, so hold on. I was already over by the lights, and now I can't really, let's see. So watch as it swings to the left side here. Do you see that secondary star on the right side? There it's gone. All I did was put my hand over one of our studio lights. There it is, there it's gone. There it is, there it's gone. So generally, you're just going to see the one. I just don't want you to open the box and think I sent you something else because there's only one 470 ruby. So when you have 2 light sources, you're going to have 2 stars. Obviously, one is dominating here. That's going to become even stronger when you have that just single light source as you typically do when you wear it. And we have one piece, and it is my job to make sure that this incredibly, incredibly special, important, designer, unique, museum level piece goes out the door. That's what I'm here to do, is make sure that although it is museum level and although it is so highly valued and although you really shouldn't be able to put a price on something like this, I'm going to make sure that it goes right now by giving it an affordable price so a collector can say yes. Now remember, the rubies are always a higher form. They're always a more exotic version. We see a lot more of the grays and the blues and the black star sapphires. This is ruby when it has this red. Is it going to be the same red you see with a faceted stone? No, because it's a cabochon. But this is what a star ruby is all about. Then the strength of the star is incredible. I mean, the quality could not be more impeccable. And you have the strength of that star that usually can be a bit muddled. Usually they're not this strong, where the legs of the star won't stretch all the way across to the sides of the stone like you see here. That is so important. And all of that said, here's a piece that should be $16,999. Probably not going to get it out the door tonight, but I have to make sure it goes. So that's why you're here, because you're getting discounts beyond what you should, beyond, just so that they can go. So we could take $10,000 off and make it $69.99, and that's fair, or we can go even lower than that and see it out the door in a hurry. And make it even better than $69.99. And watch this, it's not going to be $7,000, $6,000, $5,000, $4,000, not even $39.99. We have one. Got to make sure you're dialing in on the early side, otherwise it's going to be gone to somebody else. We don't want that to happen. I've got one 470 here. That's the one. That's it. That's my just truly, truly museum piece of the night here. And we're going to make it, you know what, make it $2,999 first caller on a 470 star ruby natural. Natural. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That is a naturally occurring asterism. That is not normal. So you've got, look at this, from the strength, how many times do you see a star? And from a little distance away, suddenly it's not even something you can detect or see. It kind of fades or fizzles. Not here. Look at the strength of the star. I couldn't draw it any better. I could not. Look at how beautiful that is. And to think that this is a phenomenal that only happens because you have teeny tiny little microscopic rutile needles that happen to intersect at just the right angle to make this star happen when the light hits it, that's amazing. That's what a phenomena is really the idea of a stone that's able to do something extraordinary with light. And that's what this is doing. So it's our big star ruby. It's our largest by far. Should be in a museum right now. Instead, it's going out to somebody's house, and it's got a carat 08 and gorgeous pave on the sides, and it's under $3,000. And I don't even know where you would go to find another one, even for sale outside of a museum. Even in a museum, it would be obscure to find. Very difficult to see or to find. So that's a huge value. $29.99. Got to bring out the museum pieces, and let's talk zircon. because this zircon is everything? Or do you want to see the tanzanite? I don't know. I've had nobody ask for either one or the other. So maybe we start here. Let's start with the tanzanite. I have mixed feelings about this. And I want to do this on the early side because I know things really on these weeknights tend to get busier in the last hour of the show. Our star ruby is still here if you'd like it. It's an amazing stone. Please grab it and you will love it. Remember, you have a money back guarantee here on everything you see. So when you get it at home, you get to evaluate it, make sure you love it. And then, if you don't absolutely love it, like if you're not jumping like for joy, you have to send it back to me, okay? Jewelry should elicit that reaction. If it doesn't, you should not be wearing it. And hopefully it does, because that's really the idea. But this next piece, I'm just going to get to it right now. It's our big blue wing. It's our Asher cut. It's a 7 carat 60, and 5 years ago, almost. We're getting there. In December, it'll be the 5-year anniversary of bringing Blue Wing Block D. First of all, for my new shoppers, I have to tell you, this is not anywhere else. So when everyone else is touting, they've got tanzanite, great. We've got this kind of tanzanite, fill in the blank, naming all these, cute little names. Nobody else has Blue Wing Block D except for us, because 5 years ago in December of 2018, I came in on an off day and we sat down in our conference room and I didn't know what exactly was happening. And sure enough, a gentleman who I'd read about and heard about in the gem trade but had never actually met showed up in the conference room with myself and ownership, and we sat down and he unveiled the entire collection of a stone he had mined with his own 2 hands. He and his associates, he had about 3 associates who were all part of this mining venture many decades ago. He had held on to it because this was there's only one mine for tanzanite at the base of the Marilani Hills in Tanzania, of course. We know that. One mine, one source. This material was back when Block D was being mined. It's not any longer, by the way. We've got about approximately 15 years left of tanzanite mining, they project. Block C is all that's left. There were different blocks or sections of the mine, and different sections of the mine have produced different colors and different qualities throughout the years. Block D has always been the best for saturation levels in this stone. However, Blue Wing Block D, one vein, had the very, very best in color. More red flash. Typically with tanzanite, you don't get any blues, let alone reds. So when you start to get these really, really crazy high-end colors, that's what makes it the best ever mined. We have it all. Now, we are also almost completely sold out of it. We have had literally thousands of them here. They have just about every single one I've ever brought you is sold out, that's been on the air. And this one is the one we've been waiting for. And quite frankly, I never wanted to show you, to be really honest, because this is the stone that I recognized from that day one, 5 years ago nearly, sitting with every little bit of it in front of me, all faceted, all of it. This was the stone that stood out. And upon looking at it, I realized it was not just the red flash. That's something we're used to by now in Blue Wing Block Ds. We expect red flashes. This was that property of having beyond that, which is like little sections of little fiery rainbows within the stone. It's one that we didn't just set aside for a museum, because lately I've had a few museum reserve stones. This is actually a little different. This was the stone I wanted. Now, I know we're getting down to it, guys. We've shown you everything from the collection. We've shown you the museum reserve. Here's the stone that I really wanted to have in my own collection. Asher cutting, beautiful size, 7 carat 60, and then all the just completely vivid reds and rainbows. I'm calling it the reds and rainbow stone. That's always what I've dubbed it. People know I don't even say Blue Wing Block D. I say, give me my reds and rainbows. And they know it's this stone, the 760 that I've had set aside for 5 years. It's time to bring it out because we don't have any more. So here it is, guys. 112-1936 is the number. I can't say enough about it. And because we set it, well, all these colors that are so visible, we wanted to show it off the best way possible. So we set it up in a bridge, gave it a carat 64 and diamonds around it. It's in any gold you want. This is one of those stones that, again, much like our star ruby before, you really can't put a price on it. I know people are getting $3,800. By the way, we just got back from a wholesale show in Hong Kong, $3,800 a carat for tanzanites. Block Cs, light, lavenders, very, very basic pastel colors, $3,800 a carat, and they're not 50 carat stones, they're like 2 carats. We're gonna show you our 760. Private collection, this is my stone. This is my stone. This is the reds and rainbows. That's what I've dubbed it. Tony, I don't know if that'll fit up there. Private collection, yes, but it's the reds and rainbow stone. It's the Asher cut, and we're gonna show it to you right now and give you and opportunity. And look at this. What it does here is just, I mean, I'll tell you what it is. It's the stone, but it's also the reds, but it's also the way that the diamonds are showing through it, because remember, it is a bridge. So let me show you all the angles. And do you see what I mean? If we look at the centerpiece of this stunning Asher cut, do you see right there what I'm talking about? This is just some of the best of the best of the best. Bridge mounting. Do you see through the internal square? Look at the centerpiece and look right towards the top. I know it's coming through, right? And then at the corners leading up to the prongs, there are literal rainbows. And this is just a beautiful saturated level of color. It's, of course, 760, carat 64 in the diamonds, and that's in a bridge all the way around it. It is really, truly, truly stunning. I cannot say enough about it. I am thrilled to show it to you. I don't have anyone on the phone lines. Reds and rainbows. Where else do you see anything like that? And that is the very, very best in Blue Wing Block D. I cannot believe we're going to do this, but I'm just going to make it a deal. And I really was excited to have this at $14,999. You know, most of our even museum reserve stones tend to go for one crazy price, and that's usually $99.99. But I know that out of all times, I probably should have waited till the real, season got going, and probably should have brought this out like late November, early December. But here it is tonight. And I'm going to make it really, 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 really special for you. We're going to try to take it down. Hi, Barbara. Barbara, first of all, I hope you start feeling better. I'm so sorry to hear you're not feeling so well. I hope, oh my goodness, I'm going to be thinking of you, Barbara, and I hope that you get better really, really fast and soon. I will give Jess your best as well, and I hope that we can, bring you a little bit of joy when you feel well enough to tune in. So thank you so much for your kind words. Appreciate that. So guys, we're going to do this. I don't know if anyone's thinking about it, but you know what I'm going to do? $99.99 is not going to do it, and that's sad. That's sad, because if anything deserves to get $10,000, it should be that ring. We're going to make it a lot better for you right now. It's not even going to be $9,000. I'm going to put it up on the auction block, which is a big risk to take, because if you've seen any of the last 24 hours worth of shows, you know that the auctions have been really wild. And I just mean lots of loss in the money. Here's what we're going to do. I'm putting it up on the auction block. We're not starting at $9,000, $8,000, $7,500. I'm not even starting at $7,000. I want somebody to have this tonight. And this is the way to get it, because we're going to make the most important stone from day one, back when I realized we don't have the selection we do because we've sold through it. But back when there was literally thousands of stones sitting before us, this was the standout. This was the superstar. This was the one that everybody in the gem arena here couldn't stop talking about and drooling over. This is the one you should have. Even if you already have a collection of Blue Wing Block D, this may be the one you add. If you don't have an Asher and are thinking of one, oh please, try this one. And listen, here's the good news. If you don't love it, you send it back to me personally, and I will pay you for it. It's that simple, because that was the full intention of this ring from the get-go. So I give it my big golden seal of approval, stars, rainbows, red flashes, and all, and medals and ribbons and all the accolades go with this stone. And we have nobody on the phone lines, and I am getting scared. 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. Well, now we're well under $1,000 a carat, which we shouldn't be. And there's a carat 64 in diamonds. Forget it, they're free. All the big mounted gold, that's free. All of that. And we're not even going to do $4,500 to start. Let's go $4,000 to start and see who's out there tonight. It's a $10 increment, so we'll make that really cash and easy and just, again, practically free. So how about that? $4,000 to get it going. And this is your chance to pick it up. All we need is a phone call to get you in, and this could be your ring. This could be the ring coming your way, I don't know, tomorrow. Unless you need, do you need a little different size? Then we obviously do that for you. You want a different gold color? We can do that for you as well. Hey, Jason. Hey, Jason, thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for your kind compliments, too. And hey, Cher. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yeah, exactly. Why do you think I wore my golden color? Why not? Oh, that is so funny. That's so funny. Cher, what's your brother's name? Oh, better half. Sorry, I don't know why I would read brother. She wrote better half. He's laughing at me for how fast I talk. Yeah, I do. I know. See, when I was little, I grew up with the Micro Machine Man. Remember that? The Micro Machine Man? I loved Micro Machines growing up. And so, you know, that's always, I feel like the modern day female equivalent. But talking about, you know, something really cool as well. So, you know what I'm going to do? Do you have the open? Hold on. Who do you have there? Bobby, I have a question. One bidder, one open at 4. Here's what I fear. We've had a lot of one bidder, two bidder auctions in the last couple of days. I'm not sure I'm ready for that to happen on this ring. It's one thing to happen on a Morganite or a whatever. I want to get a lot of people on the phone lines and open up the possibility here. Would Bobby mind entirely? I know you've got $4,000. Would you mind if I go lower on the open to try and encourage a little extra bidding? And maybe encourage some back and forth here so we can make it really interesting, so we can get a few people an opportunity here to jump in, to come in, to be a part of this, to get a chance to own this, because that's what I'd like to do. Obviously, it's personal, right? This is personal. I know. One of the 4 agreements, don't take anything personal. Live by that. But this is personal when it comes to the piece of jewelry itself, the stone that I've coveted and loved for 5 years nearly now. And I'm not going to start at 4,000 or 39 or 38 or 37 or 36. And by the way, I know the mounting because that was actually, well, when it was created, which was some time ago, this mounting was actually created over a year ago for this stone. That's why it's red and rainbows. I've been calling it that for as long as it's been made. It's been made with the intention of, you know, someday me, you know, purchasing it. I got to tell you, the mounting made a year plus ago is more money than where the bidding or potentially the bidding is going to be. So the mounting costs over $4,800 to make just for the diamonds and the gold. We're at 36. I'll tell you what, I'll make it even more interesting. We'll go $3,500 to open. Nice rounded number there. $35 to start, $10 increments still, so that if you want to jump in, you can and not have to pay a whole bunch of money to do so. That's going to be the way we run this auction, and we need your calls. This is a massive ring in the sense that it's going to be a massive value, but it's not oversized. It's a 760, but then you get all that foundational gold and diamonds beneath it. So when you see it on, and I'm going to do that now, you can see how stunning this is here on the hand. And again, you can see how that's going to look. Now, would you still like to open it up at 35? Sometimes I get burned by lowering the open, and in my effort to try and get a lot of people in, sometimes my bidder leaves me thinking, oh no, I was willing to open at 4, but not at 35. Seems counterintuitive, but sometimes that happens. So we're going to find out right now. Do we have 35? Yeah. Can you show the back? Of course. Of course, we'll show you the inside. We'll wrap around. We'll do all that. But that is a really unusual kind of buy. So here's what the back looks like. And if you haven't seen our bridge mountings before, hang on. We're seeing something unique here. I just saw red flash from, okay, we're seeing red flash from the back of the stone. Yeah, we've never seen that before. Well, I told you it was an important piece. I told you it was a standout. Jess, that's Bobby, right? I'm so glad we just showed this because I have honestly never seen, and I know I've got a little smudge on the back there, so I'll try to get in there and polish it. But you're seeing the back of the mounting and how substantial the gold is and how it's finished all the way around and how thick and heavy. I've known gals who wear through their jewelry because the band will be in the back a little more narrow and they'll wear through it. You're not going to wear through that. We build them right. But did you see the red flash happening? Look at it again. Look at the stone. Look beyond the gold. Look at the stone from the inside. You see red flashes on the interior of the stone. I have shown you, what did we figure the other day, Andy? We figured through your computer whiz genius, we figured I've sold over 6,200 different blue wing block D pieces. I've been here 7 years, but 5 years of having blue wing block D. So that's a lot of blue wing. When you think about that, that's a lot of blue wing. That's a lot of pieces, over 6,200 pieces of blue wing, from pendants to earrings to rings to what have you. I've never seen red flash from the back. And here I picked the stone out so long ago, I never actually noticed that. I never looked at the back of the stone in that way and saw the red flashes from the Asher cut from the rear. So my goodness, looks good from both angles. Do we have 35? We do, right? Okay, so we have 35. And so now we're going to sell it. This is going to be over in 2 minutes. We're just going to give it to you, okay? I appreciate that we have the open. So much for getting a lot of people on the phone lines. Doesn't look like that's happening. $3,500 we do have. It's a $10 increment only, and I'm giving it a clock. We're going to, this is painful to watch. To be real honest with you guys, because I always am, just, you know, honest, authentic self up here, I got to tell you, I'm struggling I'm struggling to witness this right now. This is my baby of a stone. It really is. So we're going to give it a final 2 minutes. It's now or never. It's selling to somebody because we do have our $3,500 open. So you missed the boat on the open. But the good news is my increment is like a drop, right? It's $10. $10 to get a $15,000 ring that would have been insane at $99.99. Now we dropped it. Remember, I had 4,000. Didn't we have a 4,000 open? And then I dropped it again. And so now we're at 3,500. It's gonna sell. Obviously, we see the value, right? We see the value. It's there. It's right in front of us. Do not wait. We got 2 minutes until I sell it. That's it. I'm changing the gold color for you. We're getting it in your perfect custom size. We are getting you a carat 64. I don't care about the diamonds. They're there. And it's meaningful and it's significant and it's over $4,800 to build the mounting by itself. But we're selling it in 2 minutes time. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. There's so much money to be saved here. It is ridiculous. And that's what I knew was going to happen. I should have waited till November, in the heart of the holiday season, when we're all sitting at home because the weather's freezing outside and we're all inside watching jewelry, right? Instead, here it is on a sweeps week, September. Oh boy, bad news. So good news for you, bad news for me. I'm the one losing, you're winning. There's got to be a winner and a loser, right? And in auctions, guess what? As soon as you see that A word up there, you know I'm the loser. You know it, okay? You know I'm losing and you're winning, and it could not be a bigger win for you than this piece is. Take a look at it. 2 minutes, and then we sell it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want to. I'm going to try it on again, of course. Look at do you see the reds and rainbows? Reds and rainbows, but let me move it around a little bit so you can see even more, because, you know, sitting just here like this is one different way. I want you to see all the angles. Ooh, sheets of color all the way through. 4 different sides of step fastening, all converging in the middle to look like that. And then the diamonds powerful underneath. Look at that, the brilliance showing through, the halo. I mean, it's so gorgeous. Here's that inside again. Wow, I still have that little smudge. Let me see if I can't just quickly get in there. I'm going to polish it right now. I can't take it. We got to look at that again. Look at the reds through the inside. Okay, look, I polished it. Kinda, somewhat. Let's see. Do we still see it? Wow, wow. I tried. I don't have all the greatest tools up here to start polishing the interior stones, but this is a wow. Here it is on the hand one more time as we have 50 seconds remaining. Is there anybody thinking about 3510 or more? And that's all the red that's happening on TV. You know the deal. It looks so much better. These blue wing block Ds, oh my gosh, can I read something? This has nothing to do with blue wing block D, but it is from a customer. I'm not gonna say who it was. She sent me a message today. I just got a kick out of it, and I think it's just one of those classic cases of being worded in an unusual way. She said, I just received, should I say this or not? Well, I'll summarize. She said, it didn't look that nice on TV, but in person I was blown away. Keep in mind, she bought the ring. She said, it didn't look that nice on TV, but in person I was blown away. Thank you. I just got a kick out of that. I don't think she meant it that way. I think that's just the way it was written, but I got a kick out of that. I thought, well, now that's a leap of faith. Didn't look all that great on TV, but I bought it, and I'm blown away. I mean, that was about as boring. But I got a kick out of that. I had to chuckle because I just thought that was funny. And it goes to what we say all the time, and I hear this every day. I mean, a day does not go by when I don't get an email or a message from somebody who says, oh my gosh, my piece. I got a piece, and it does. It looks better in person than it did on TV. I hear this every single day about all kinds of different pieces and stones and varieties and sizes and styles. I hear it every day, literally every day, and I never get tired of hearing it, because I think so many times on TV, like we're used to shopping other places where we go, oh, it looked so good on TV, and then you get it and it looks nothing at all. Like you're seriously going, how could that be even related? And it's not just with jewelry, with anything, right? And online's the same way. Sometimes we get something vastly different than what we expected. I gotta tell you, as we used to say, under promise, over deliver, that's always a great thing. But to hear overwhelmingly so that for as good, because it all looks good, right? You wouldn't probably be watching or wouldn't be shopping if it didn't look good on TV. But to think that you can get something at home and it looks even better than you expected it to, that doesn't usually happen, but it does here. And with Blue Wing Block Ds, we've been saying it for as long as I've been bringing them, they look even better. They look even better. Here, the true saturation and the beauty and the glow and the bright, amazing neon colors cannot truly be fully defined on television. They do look better in person. So anyway, I just had to say that. And I just got a major, I got a chuckle out of that message today. I just love, anyway, do we have 35 or 10 or more? I've just totally lost track of the fact I'm running a live auction right now. Hey, operators, is anybody on this one? Anybody on this one? No, yes, no, yes, no, I have no idea. I know we have light operators tonight, but I can't tell who's on this one and who's not. How many calls do we know? We don't have anyone in queue. Okay, so that's good. All right, so nobody's trying to get through. So you got 3510, yes or no? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. I'm moving on. Congratulations. Yeah, I'll say it again. Congratulations. That is a remarkable value. Now, I know I had the Star Ruby. I'm going to bring in the Star Sapphire because I did flash it. It's a blue. It's that beautiful, ooh, like that really, really pretty, not quite like Star Sapphires never get to cornflower blues, but it's that beautiful shade of blue, but it's not gray. We don't want that. We want like a beautiful, true blue. Sky blue, almost as if the star is the cloud. Do you ever look at clouds in the sky and just, you know, sometimes they look like a shape or they look like a design or they look like an initial, right? And you can get lost just looking up in the beautiful skies. And at night, you look up at the stars. This is where it's so ethereal, and a star that's really, truly happening within the stone is amazing. So this is very, very special. And hi, so it's Cher and Dexter. I like that. Hi, Cher. Hi, Dexter. Thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, that Block D was something. I'll never forget it. And again, the offer stands. If our winner, what do you think, Will? How you doing, Will? You good? Do you have anybody thinking about that Blue Wing? I'm not really over it yet. I'm not really over it. I might need consoling after the show. Like that's gonna take some time to get over what just happened. But let me at least start by an item number with this one, and that'll help me move on. It's 112-1908. It's our 365. Oh, good, a point for every day of the year. It's your 365 piece, and sure enough, it's still durable for 365 wear, by the way. It's a sapphire, so even though it's got that cool star, it's still gonna be, you know, your everyday wearable piece. Now, it is a 365 unheated, yeah, we like to point that out. Tony, I know you like when we point that out. Unheated star, carat 18 in diamond weight as well. It's a traditional mounting, but a lot of diamonds, and choose your gold color, white, yellow, or rose. And yes, the blue zircon, I just got some questions about that. Tell you what, let's do that in 9 minutes. So top of the hour, we'll do the blue zircon and the signature mounting. Shall we bring that on out? So yes, 9 minutes from now, we'll bring out that signature style that I flashed earlier that we're all losing our minds over. That's also a private collection stone in our presentation grade blue zircon. So that is coming as well. But here's our 365 with 118 in diamonds, and I gotta blow this out because we have my Star Ruby is still sitting here. So if you'd like this one, it's going to be even more affordable. It's not that different in price. It's only about 1 carat less than the Star Ruby that I had earlier. Yet the Star Ruby was $29.99 and it's still sitting here. So how about this? I'll make this one $1,999, and actually you get even more diamond weight with this one than you did with the Star Ruby. What's happening over there? What? No way. Jane and wait a minute. And remember, we have 3 birthdays to celebrate that I know of on Saturday. So tomorrow is the 29th, right? Jane in Texas, happy early birthday to you. And I won't see you tomorrow because I'm not here on Fridays. But Joyce, are you here tomorrow? Okay, so we now know who's here tomorrow. Joyce will be here. So Joyce, that's up to you to say happy birthday to Jane in Texas then. But Jane in Texas, thank you so much for letting us know. And then remember, we have 2 Marylands. Our Maryland in Texas and Maryland in Wisconsin have a birthday on Saturday. Right? And Catherine too, Catherine in Maine. So we'll shout them out on Saturday. So yes, a lot of birthdays this time of year. Yeah, well, Jane, Texas, I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm sad I won't get to say a happy birthday to you on your special day. I try to be good about our viewers' birthdays. You guys are family. So try to be good about remembering all your birthdays. If you want to put your birthday on my radar to make sure you get a shout out on the day, then, you know, reach out, let me know. But thank you for being with us today and have a wonderful day. Hope it's a great year ahead. Many, many to come. So $19.99 on our Star Sapphire. And then what else? Any requests that we have before our top of the hour and our blue zircon gets here? Because we've got something very special. And then we do have a 19-point certified pink diamond. I did remember I flashed the purple pink diamond. That's also certified. Purple pink diamond in a rare marquise cut. And let's see. Ooh, we've also got the white diamond is here. So if you've been waiting on a 1 carat white diamond that is also GIA certified, I've got that too. 1 carat cushion cut. So next up, and Will, how are you feeling? Any better? No. Well, thanks for being here. I mean that sincerely, like, thanks for showing up to take phone calls, but please keep your germs to yourself, okay? Just kindly asking for a friend, you know? Please, please, because it seems like it's that time of year. It's definitely going around. You didn't give Barbara her sickness, did you? You didn't talk to Barbara recently and give it to her through the phone. You didn't do that, did you? Okay. Good, because I'm thinking about Barbara. I'm worried about Barbara in New York. I'm worried about my Will here. So guys, let me know if you'd like this piece, if you'd like it for $19.99. And here we go. A couple minutes to our top of the hour. Blue zircon is here. And we do have a very special emerald on the way. It's that emerald I flashed earlier in the bridge, that round. And then there's also demontoid, a little demontoid surprise. And we have alexandrite as well. And then there's even, may I just show you a yellow diamond ring that is stackable? And wear it, like let's just face it, when we get into bigger sizes of yellow diamonds, what happens? The price goes whoop, it goes way up. We've got a 32-point pear-shaped VS yellow. This may look a little bit unique when you see it just as a band, but the truth is, it's a really good ring intended to get it to stack. You can really stack away here if you want to get a set or stack it with something else you have. But it's a great standalone piece if you want to kind of hop on the asymmetrical bandwagon we're seeing in fine jewelry design. We're seeing a lot of asymmetry where bigger stones are usually offset. Isn't it traditional to see one big stone in the middle, right? Usually we see one big stone set in the center of a ring. We're seeing a lot more of this these days where you get a bigger center, if you will, but not centered up. And so this is a really unique design here because it's doing that. It's giving you the big pear shape off to one side. And it looks so fabulous, doesn't it? And it's also, well, you've got to consider, this is really going to be, 112-1909 to start. It's a 32-point pear-shaped yellow. Those are white diamonds beside it that wrap along the sides there, so that's really special as well. And here we are with 18 points in the white diamonds and 32 points on the center. It is all VS material. That's your yellow pear shape. Now, just like the cross ring we showed you earlier in pink diamonds, I do want to show you how it's really more or less solid throughout the inside. So instead of just like an undergallery or carving out the gold, it's actually solid, with the exception of one little area where you can, give your diamond a little bit of light and extra, light return there. But you're going to have this squared off style towards the top. Not really a stark squared off style, but rounded a bit, so squoval, if you will. And then you've got the diamonds that wrap around the edges and the sides. And here's what we'll do. I've got a really good value. It's 50 points, obviously, total, but it's really all about breaking it apart so you know how important your center stone is. And we've got to make this affordable, and I will. Because instead of $24.99, and yellow gold only on this one, because, the yellow gold, a perfect match with that yellow diamond, certainly. So you've got that going on. But then also notice it's a dual setting, bezel and prong, so it's super secure. And that's what also makes it great for stacking. So if you do so imagine, I wish I had two here, but imagine you had a second one and you turned it the other way and had your other pear shape sitting right here. That's why it would just really be a stackable. You can go really 2, 3, 4 stacks at a time, but if I'm gonna tout stackable, then we better get that price a lot less than $24.99. Because if I'm sitting here going, yeah, and you're loving the idea that, oh, I can see that. I could see putting 2 together, or 3 together, or 4 together. We gotta make sure it's a lot more affordable than $2,500 because otherwise you're saying, I'll be lucky to get one. It is a significant diamond. We usually hang out in the 1.5, 1 carat range, sometimes 2 and 3 carats in our yellows. This is still significant, but not going to be up in that, you know, it's not getting into the $4,000 and the $5,000 range, which is nice. So you certainly get a lot more affordable than you typically do with a bigger yellow diamond. But what if we take it under $1,000 right now? For our last few minutes of this hour, we're going to take it under $1,000, make it better than $999, better than $899, and this is your most affordable way to get what is still a significant size in a yellow diamond here, because it's just under 1/3 of a carat. I'm going to make it $888, and the only thing we need to know is, what size would you like? And also, maybe how many would you like? How many rings do you need, and what size do you want them? And if you do stack, you don't need to size up. They'll all stack together. So come on over and take a look at it. We'll try it on for you as well. And it's $888. That's it. Let me know if you want to see our big white diamond, or our big pink diamond, or our big purple pink diamond, which is, yeah, how the GIA describes it, which is really, really good. And then we still have, oh, I still have amethyst earrings. We have never seen the likes of before, but let's try this one on. And you know, one great thing about this squared off shape is not only the modern feel that it gives, the design aesthetic, but it's also going to be what they call a European style. Now, sometimes the Europeans, what they'll do is they'll do a squared off style in the back of the ring, the underside, to help it sit evenly. This one, squared off at the top. That's for the design element and for the look of it, but it's still going to work as far as that functional aspect. It's going to keep it really centered. So if, in other words, if you get rings a little bit larger because you got to, you know, get them over the knuckle and then they're a little bit large, this squared off style keeps it really centered up and anchored on the hand. So there's no need to, you know how a lot of rings, I see this every day when I'm out and about, and I see women who are wearing rings and the rings are going they're going off to one side or spinning around fingers, and they're just too big, right? Or they're not sitting, or sometimes it's just because the stone is so darn big, it starts kind of listing to one side or the other because it's a little top heavy and it kind of leans. That really is prevented from happening. I still want you to get your true size, but it really keeps it nice and where, you know, equal to where it's supposed to be on the hand when it's got that squared off style. So really good look there, $888. Okay, next up, we're going to try to get one more item in here before our top of the hour. Just want to remind you, we have a few pieces from earlier in the show that are still available, like our Star Sapphire and Ruby, like the huge Royal Zambaran round, and I'm just going to spend 1 minute talking about this Paraiba in case you were watching something else and you missed it, because that's the only explanation for why this is still here. And that is our big Paraiba. 1120679 is the carat 57 Paraiba tourmaline. It is the one with the largest diamond weight at 309 in total. Those are big heart shapes and they're big round brilliance. And welcome to a brand new markdown that is here tonight for you, and will go because it has no choice but to leave us when a price comes down this crazy low. That's a 157. Mind you, it does look a lot bigger because it's an elongated oval. When you get an elongated oval, not a traditional oval, but a little more length to it, it's going to automatically read to the eye visually as a larger stone. So you have that. You have a longer look to it. It looks more like a 2.5 carat all day. It's a 157. It's got 309 total weight. Most of the diamond weight are in these really massive individual heart shapes that are all VS diamonds, but then we add the rounds. So when you total it all together, 309 in diamonds. All bigger stones, all white diamonds, all round brilliance, all VS quality. That is your accent to the stunning Paraiba, which is no longer the $29,999. Top of the hours here. Zircon is next. 1 hour left in our Thursday. Thank you for being with us tonight. This is an exciting night. When you look at the values, if you've been any part of any of the last 2 hours, you've seen incredible values happen. They're continuing for the next hour. We've got quite a Thursday for you. The big blue zircon is coming out next from the private collection as well. But I got to drop this down because I'm wondering if you saw it earlier in the first hour. It's not $29,999 tonight. It's actually our brand new markdown, our brand new lowest price possible. And that is not going to be even $9,999 for what is our extraordinary Paraiba. The rest of the big Paraibas are already gone. They're gone. And I think we've just now been waiting for this carat 57 to come down to a price tag like this, under $10,000. Well, now it has, but it's not stopping there. We're going even lower than that. And you're getting one of the largest diamond weights overall here in our inventory. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Solid 14 karat white gold. If you'd like us to change it, we could. I don't know if you would. I think you're going to stay with the white gold on this one. It's always that best combination with Paraiba, but especially when you have this much diamond weight. to go along with it. It's not even $89.99 though. This is the one to get. It's $8,888. First caller, that's got to go tonight. It's you've got another 58 minutes here to think about it or until it's gone. But now this is probably the first time a lot of you have seen it tonight. And we have collectors all across the country and beyond who wait for these drops. Know the icons, know the most valuable, know the most specialty pieces here, and just wait for them to come crashing down in price. That has happened right here, right now. So good luck if you like it. It's $88.88, and that is a one only. You know that. So we're going to move along. We've got a lot to show you tonight in our last hour. If you have any requests at all, we have gone an entire 2 hours and 2 minutes without a request tonight. That is unusual. So I hope it's not that you don't feel welcome to make requests. Always do. We are a live show for that reason. We always want to be able to interact with you, even, right down to questions you have or, helping you out or certainly making those requests. So never hesitate on requests. We'd love to hear them. We want to get to our blue zircon, which I think is what everybody's waiting for ever since we flashed it about an hour ago. So let's get to it. We've already seen our outstanding private collection, tanzanite, go out and leave us, and now it's blue zircon time. So here it is, a stone that you may not be as familiar with as, let's say, tanzanite. Welcome again to the show. Glad you're with us. We only have about 57 minutes left, so like I said, get requests in if you have them. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy all the beautiful things that we have that are new tonight. And then we even have amethyst earrings will be on the way as well. Before we leave you today, we've got some really divine amethyst earrings. They're a huge diamond weight to go with them. We don't usually see that. We've got an emerald in a bridge that's going to be really affordable for you. It's that stunning round that looks lit from within, but it's all about the zircon. And the zircon is something I'll never forget. When I worked somewhere else, when I started my career on a national level, I've been doing live TV since I was 13 years old, and then started doing national TV at 16 years old, and literally was in the sports world for a long time. But my first national shopping experience was in really on a nationwide basis was really 2003 and 2004. And I'll never forget that I was still new to the exotic world of gems. I didn't know everything there was to know. I hadn't studied at GIA yet. I did all that as I was, getting into the business and really wanted to always be the most informed person on the planet when it came to gems or jewelry. And so really started diving into those finer exotics. And I'll never forget one of my first fascinations. We all know ruby and sapphire and emerald and diamonds, right? We all are familiar with those. But there's this whole other exotic world of gems. And the first one that I was really taken with was actually blue zircon because of the people that own this company. TVON, mind you, in 2003 and 2004 did not exist. TVON started in what, 2014, 15, somewhere in that range. So how would I know the family that is behind TVON when I was back, just starting to learn exotic gems back in 2003 and 4? Well, they were actually the connection to the network I was at the time, which no longer exists. They were that connection to this stone. This was the family that allowed us, was like the liaison to have this material, which is known as blue zircon. And the reason for that, they didn't own the mining material. They're not the family that owned it, but they had the only connection to it. Because remember, this is called presentation grade. What does that mean? Well, this is a Cambodian stone, always has been. The blue zircons, even though there are other colors of zircons, the blues have always come from Cambodia. The mine is already, it's since closed. It's since the land has been sold. There's no trace of a mine there anymore. It's gone, literally gone, done. But this is actually, it was a family-run mining operation that was fairly small. And they were native Cambodians, of course, and they were the ones that as they would find specialty stones, they would set them aside to collect for their own family heritage, but also to present. And the really, really, really good stones, being that this was innate to Cambodia and Cambodia alone, those stones would be presented worldwide to important figures, important people like presidents, queens, heads of state, czars, really important people. When Cambodia and the people of Cambodia wanted to share some of their native material, it was this gem. And they would present those top quality stones to those different notable people all around the world. So it was quite fun because this family that now, of course, owns and operates TVON, they still have some of these stones. These rare, rare individual stones. And I know you know this from recent just watching the show. We'll get requests for blue zircon and hardly have anything to show you. There is next to nothing here. So every day we get a lot of requests, a lot of them are for the blue zircons. There's nothing really in the inventory. Everything we've had is sold. It's gone. It's being enjoyed by collectors who have shopped them. So what we wanted to do today was bring out, and this was a decision that was made over a length of time here, but this is the stone we brought out from our own ownership's private collection, the one that when they were gifted the stone from the family that owned and operated this mine for literally decades, this is the stone that our gem family here that runs TVON is one of the best and most renowned gem families in the universe. So this was the stone that was presented to them as a thank you, as a liaison for really helping introduce the stone, because if it weren't for networks like that one I was at so many years ago, I don't know if we would all today know about zircon the way we do. I don't know if we would all have an interest in zircon the way we do if it weren't for, again, this family bringing it to the forefront, allowing folks like me to stand on TV and offer it for years and years. This is that stone that is now, this is what we do. When there's something requested by you all, you're our family. You are extended TVON family. So if you're asking for something and it's something we no longer have, we're going to do whatever's in our power. And in this case, it's bringing out that private collection and giving you an opportunity to own it. And this is the reason why. It's a 4 carat 05 masterpiece. Normally, they are not this saturated. Normally, here's another word that we just used for the last presentation, neon. That word doesn't always correspond with a blue zircon. But because this has that extra saturation level, it's not a lighter blue. It's not going to be that less dense color. This is, I still want to hold it up to you so you can see it at eye level, so you can really appreciate the double refraction coming out to play. It's a full carat 28 in diamonds. This is the signature style. I've also been offering this for as long as I've been doing this. It is as classic as a high-end mounting gets. Obviously, there's a lot of classic ideas, but a lot of them are just simple. Band, solitaire, halo. This is much more than that. This is building up the sides with big, wide pave. This is giving it a huge halo as well. And we're here to make sure that 1931 goes. So that's the item number. It's a 405. It has a 128 diamond weight, and it's all finished through the inside. And let me do it for you in the yellow, the white, or the rose gold. How about that turquoise color coming through the back? A lot of times these stones can be susceptible to some miscutting or some asymmetric cutting. Not the case here. It's a beautiful dynamic. If anything, you know how we consider Paraiba the best in the world are considered Windex blue? That very bright, stark, individual color. It's really specific. That's what zircons actually give. Very few Paraibas actually achieve a true Windex blue color. This zircon does. The zircon truly does. It's that kind of level of color, but it's bright and it's bold and it's neon. It's all the things. And we have a really special opportunity for you. And I'll tell you right now, $14,999. I've had 2 private collection pieces today. One was an Asher-cut tanzanite. It's gone. Now it's this one. It's the same price, $14,999. Watch what I'm going to do. We have nobody on the phone lines. I think a lot of you are going, yeah, zircons, I can get that anytime. No, you cannot. We know exactly what we have here, what is left and what is not left in our inventory. So don't expect to see it going forward. Don't expect to see new. This is that rare opportunity you have. And I need to make sure we wow you. And a side note here on this mounting, because I know you're probably just engaged with the stone, looking at the stone, admiring the stone, and you should. But a side note on the mounting is this. Here is a mounting that I've been selling for a long time. The mounting today is more higher, it's more high in price than it's ever been because gold and diamonds are up, right? But today, even when the semi-mount costs over $6,100 to make, and then we add the presentation grade private collection blue zircon in the middle, somehow I'm not asking $6,200, so that means the stone is free. So maybe we shouldn't be talking about this stone in such grand fashion because it's right now free. $6,200, it's actually $6,219, but that's okay. It's fine. Round down, that's what I always do. I always round down. But do you realize you'd be paying the mounting price and getting the stone for free right now? And you know what? Being a Thursday night up against what we're up against is not going to work. You don't care if the stone is free. It's still $6,200. You don't care if you're paying exactly or $19 less than the factory paid to put it together. We're still working with a light audience on a Thursday night, so we got to make your values better. So the lucky few of you that are here and shopping or window shopping, maybe we can take you from a window shopper to an actual, forget shopper, you're a collector when you get this. You are an all-out collector. You're getting the boldest, the brightest, the best, and it's not going to be $6,200. I got news. We're going to try it again, probably be the last time I attempt this of the night here, but I'm going to put it on the auction block instead because you are right now getting a free zircon that are not free. They're mined out. They no longer exist out of the ground. The mine is gone, the mine is done, the mine is completely extinct and closed. There's no hope of getting any more. Trust me, they've tried, they've looked for other sources worldwide, nothing. Other colors, yes. Blues, no. So that's the big difference here. That's why this is so special, why it's such a superstar. It's not $6,000. Let's try an auction. It's not going to be $6,000 to open, $5,000. Keep in mind, we're just now going back and back and back and back at the cost of the mounting. Back. Should not be happening. $6,000, $5,000, $4,000, how about $35,000? Save you $3,000 on the mounting? That sounds like a good plan. Or, since we have nobody on the phone lines and I'm giving away the signature mounting that is the classic style of all time, what if we go even lower than $3,500? How about $3,000 even? How about $29,000 or $28,000 or $27,000? I'm just waiting to hear a phone ring. And that should be happening here because you just don't see pieces of this caliber. Can I show it to you from a distance away? I mean, it's a major ring. It's got a carat 28 in diamonds. They're all VS. It's a lot of gold supporting it. It's a bright enough blue that you see it from a distance away. It looks almost, you know what people think it is? People usually think these are blue diamonds at first glance because they're so vibrant and so bright. We don't have 27. We don't have, you know what, guys? I'll do this. $2,500 to start. $25,000. You get it for the mounting. I tell this story all the time. Back when I was at that first nationwide network, my mom bought something off the television from me, unbeknownst to me. She bought something. It was this ring in a ruby, or I should say this ring with a ruby. She has it to this day. It's her favorite ring she owns. It's a 2.5 carat Burma ruby. She paid back then, this is a long time ago, that was 2004, so we're going back nearly 20 years now, okay? Long time ago. She bought that ring for $4,500, and I get it. We'd all love to have a ruby in this mounting for $4,500 today. But you've got a more rare stone here in the blue zircon. I'm looking for $25,000, and I do not have an open. Go figure. Here we go again with these auctions gone awry here, or auctions just not going at all. Let's try it on. I showed you across the room. Let's do this. Let me show it to you here, because I don't think we've done that yet. What do you think of that? Pretty cool, right? White, gold, yeah. So do they have questions, Will, on what is a starlight, presentation, blue, zircon? What is all that? Because we kind of went over it here. Presentation grade is what it's called. That's where, again, presented to the higher echelon of blue zircons that are presented to important people, or at least did, were, had been, right? They don't exist anymore. By the way, it's a $10 increment. What's that? Backside again. Let's do it. Here's the front. Here's the back. So I was remarking earlier the beautiful cutting it has, great symmetrical cutting on that stone. If you can look past the undergallery and all the gold and see what's happening inside, and this is one of our heavier diamond weights we do. Well, we don't have it open at 25, but we got some questions, and that's good. So it means there's interest, and that's always a good sign. So how about this? I don't know. I need to just quit. So 2-punch TV, I don't have Morganite center bridge right now. And I don't know who that is. Do I know who that is? I don't think I know who that is. I forgot who that is. But I do not have a Morganite in a bridge at this moment. Huh? Okay. While you're verifying over there, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's go even lower. I did this on the tanzanite. I regretted it. I'm going to do it again here. We're going to try this again. We're going to go lower on the open than $2,500 and hope to get somebody on the phone lines. Let's hope to get a lot of people on the phone lines. Let's hope to turn a verifying into a bid. Let's go from really, really, really low to stupid low. Okay, that's my vow to you, because y'all know this is already too low. We know the mounting is over $6,200. I don't want to talk about that anymore, because we are also dealing with a more important zircon. because even though diamonds and gold are very valuable, I can get them all the time, every day. I can get you an unlimited amount of gold and diamonds. I can continue to bring you gold and diamonds. What I can't get you is a 4 karat 05 blue zircon of this superior grade, this stunning color saturation. I cannot get them. So we are not going to do 25. Oh my goodness, tell me that we are broadcasting still. Because if we are, this is going to hopefully get the phone lines going wild. I'm not starting at 25 or 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. Crazy things are happening tonight. And that is why, again, I say this all the time, this is why you watch the show live. This is why you watch. This is why you tune in. This is why you record all the other stuff and watch us live, because this is happening now in real time. And these are the types of values that I have to do when we have a lighter audience. We got to get a little wild here. So instead of 21, you know what? Let's just do $2,000. Let's just make it $2,000 to start. At this point, and I know this is totally sacrilegious to say, get it for just the mounting. If you have a beautiful 8x10 stone that you've been waiting for a stunning mounting and you don't want to pay $6,219 for it, then get it now. I can even take the stone out. If you want me to send you the mounting, I'll still send you the stone. You're buying the whole thing. But if you want it for the mounting, so you just want me to send you the mounting with the stone, guess what? I'll do it. I'll do it. I can deset the stone so you have a semi-mount ready to go. But now, we're looking for $2,000 to open. I can't go any lower. This is it. It is desperation time. I thought it was Throwback Thursday. Isn't that what TBT? Throwback Thursday? Well, this is a throwback. Because even in 2004, when my own mother bought this design in a ruby, the mounting cost more than $2,000 then. That was nearly 20 years ago. What do you buy today that's less than it was 20 years ago? Nothing. I don't know if that's possible. So here we go. Shall we give it a, do you want to give it a 60-second clock to see if we've got the open? We're looking, we're searching, we're hoping, we're listening. I'm just listening for a phone to ring. We're looking for $2,000. If we get the open, it's only $10 increments beyond that. So you can't ask for a better way to say, yeah, private collection 405. I mean, really? Whoo, that's good. So here we go. Any questions on the zircon? Yes, I'm going to change the gold color. I'll change the gold color. I'll get in your size. Do you wear a size? Hey, if you wear a size 7, you're good to go now. It's ready to go. If you don't, you want a quarter size, half size, 3/4 size, big size, small size, doesn't matter. We're looking for 2,000. Do we have it? Let's see if we are confirmed with an open. Wow. What is going on tonight? Oh yeah, giveaways at TVON. Thursday night giveaways. Completely true to size on this signature mounting. Always has been, always will be. True to size. White, yellow, rose, a zircon. I would say best off yellow or white. I would say avoid the rose gold. Go with either the white gold or the yellow gold. I would say a big no, 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 no to the rose. Just say no to rose. Anybody with the open at 2,000? We got 2,000? Oh. Lovely. I'm not sure whether to celebrate or cry. But here we are, $2,000. We know it's getting a home. Let me try it on again for you. We know it's going out now. We have the open officially. We're at $2,000. And I hear some of our operators on requests and other things and talking about pieces from earlier in the show. So, oh boy. I'm not disappointed in the value. I love when you guys get values. I'm disappointed in myself. Probably should have held out for at least 3,000 or at least 2,500. I adore this mounting. I know it's classic. It's going to be around forever and ever and ever as a classic too. That's what classic really embodies, right? The idea that, you know, we always take into account if it's a really, really, really important stone, we purposely want to try to put it in something very universal and classic because we know it's going to be the piece that you have in your collection forever, that is passed down through the generations. It's like the newest family heirloom. That's the one that, you know, everybody's going to be wanting and everyone knows about, and everyone in the family is going to eventually one day, hundreds of years from now, be fighting over, right? Because they all want that really precious zircon. So we take that into great consideration and care when we think about, if we have a really, really important stone, how do we want to set it so that we know it's going to have that beauty all along? So that, you know, if you've ever inherited a piece from like many, 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 many eras ago, you know, a lot of times you have to revamp it, right? You have to pay money, you have to go to a jeweler, you have to work out a design, you have to take whatever important, maybe it's like, you know, your great grandmother's engagement ring, diamond, right? And the ring maybe is a little old fashioned, so you're finding you have to rework it, but you don't want to lose the sentimental value of the diamond or the piece or what it meant and all the heritage behind it. But a lot of times styles don't endure, right? This is that kind of style, as long as you like a lot of diamond weight, that endures. I mean, there isn't much that I can say for even something that endures the last 20 years. And I've been offering this mounting for over 20 years. And yet it's as famous and popular today as it was then. So that's a good testament to, is it going to last? Is it going to be timeless? Is it a classic from here on out? Yes. That's why it's a signature style. So here we go. We're going to give it a last call. We have 2,000. We still have, yes, we still have our, okay, so we still have our caller on the line, and we have $2,000. I'm just checking to see if there's anybody on hold or anybody waiting or anybody trying to get through. The answer is no. So we have $2,000, but it's last call. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes, and when we hit 0 on the clock, this is going to be sold, done, gone. So it's your last call, and it's only a $10. If you think that's a misprint and it should be $100, you're right. It should probably be $100. I'm not doing that. Want to open the door, welcome you in. Take a look at that last call. Let's give it 2 minutes and then we sell it. White, yellow, or rose. But again, white or yellow is the best option there. And another look at the inside, the undergallery, the finishing. The zircon is a 4 karat plus. It's a lot, I know you've seen blue zircons here, but this is a lot more saturated than they usually are, but doesn't take away from the brilliance and the double refraction that this stone is so well known for. Maybe with a bid of only $2,000, it's a good time to remind you that zircon is not related to zirconia. So for my newer novices to the jewelry world or gemstone world, you're going, oh yeah, I've seen zircons all over. They're like, no money. Those are those diamond lookalikes, right? No, that's zirconia or zirconium. That's usually cubic zirconia. That's a fake diamond. And there's nothing wrong with them, by the way, but it has no relation whatsoever to a zircon. Zircons actually are the gem that dates the earth. 4.4 billion years we've had zircons. So that is a history and a heritage to the stone. We know there's golden zircons, there are beautiful pinkies that we get out of Sri Lanka. They're from all different parts of the world, right? This material, the blues, these turquoisey, dive right in like a Caribbean, bright, rich, saturated electric blue color, only out of Cambodia. That mine is completely done, has been for a while. We have 35 seconds remaining now. Oh boy. Well, we continue to see crazy things happen tonight via the auction. Nobody else? We're just selling it at the open. Just like that, $2,000. Once, anybody have any bid that's any higher than, no? Okay. Okay. Well, I got 7 seconds to hope for a miracle here. Hope for a power bid of like, I don't know. What's a power bid at this point? What would that even be? What's a power bid at this point? Would that be 2,050? Right? No, it's just any other bids. That's it. 2,000, going once, going twice, 3 times. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What have I done? What have I done? She's at it again. I might need to borrow from Brittany here. Oops, I did it again. I did. The auctions have to go on hold tonight. We can't do any more auctions. They are killing me. All right. Will, 2,000, anybody else? We're looking for so are you thinking about 2010 or more? Let me know if you got it. We got to sell this. I keep hoping for a miracle. It's not happening. All right. Final call once, twice, 3 times. You got it? Sold. Congratulations. Let's skedaddle, as my grandmother would say. She said skedaddle. She'd say, let's skedaddle. So I'm going to skedaddle. And we're going to show you beautiful, bright, hello. I've been telling you about these all night. That's just one of a set of earrings that are our largest amethyst we have had in earrings. And I don't mean just large stones. I mean large diamond weight. We're putting it all together here. We're giving you everything you could ever want in really, really stunning omega backs. Anybody? Omega backings. Yeah, that tells you what you need to know about the size. They're grand and they are deluxe. Look at that. Some serious, I mean, you forgive me in advance. I might call them tanzanites because there's blue and red and purple happening. Amethyst isn't supposed to do that. Wait till you see them on. Wait till you see them from a distance. And yeah, we're even going to zoom back on an earring. When's the last time we did that? It's a huge, huge, huge piece. I got to tell you. That's stunning, isn't it? Okay, so let's get your item number. It's 112-1948. Isn't that great? So trillion cuts are really cool. I remember, it wasn't all that long ago, it was one of the last times we had an amethyst. It was a trillion cut in a ring. And remember, it was that dynamic superstar cut. I've got 3 carats. 3 carats of amethyst here for you, meaning a carat and a half in each gorgeous center. A full carat 21 in diamonds as well. Hello, hello, hello. That's real good. And then the omega backs are everything because, listen, they wouldn't need to be there. We'd normally just do a post and a butterfly, but that's not going to suffice here. They're too big. They're too heavy. With big, heavy, bold earrings, you gotta have an omega back. It's a lot of extra work on our part, a lot of extra workmanship and gold and all that good stuff, but we have got to show you what that means on. So this is what they look like from afar. I'll get you a measurement here. So needless to say, your post is gonna be at 1 point of the trillion, okay? That's going to be at 1 point. So they're going to have a little bit of a drop depending on your earlobe length. Now, all you need to do is consider this. This is the measurement you get. They're a ½ an inch from top to bottom. You're not going to see the omega back from the front as I'm showing you here, but look at it's there. So what does that mean? It's a post for pierced ears, but it's got this hinge style that you just tilt down, easy. This actually rests really gently. I find these are the most comfortable of earrings, because they really are. They're going to keep them sitting out to the world so that they look amazing, and then we'll take another look close up and then I'll pop one on for you. You can also do white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold as well, so that's no problem. Adore this. Of course, keep in mind February's birthstone, but a favorite among many because who doesn't love the color purple, right? That beautiful, stunning, especially when it's the richer material that we specialize in here. When we bring you amethyst, and this is why so many folks wait for us to bring it, and I know it's a little more rare to see, but this is why so many wait for it, is because they want to get that super saturated. It's like once you go Brazilian amethyst, like our TVON Brazilian amethyst, you just cannot simply look at any other amethyst anymore. They don't even look like the same stone. Typically what you see out there is so light, washed out lavender. It's the same kind of thing that happens with tanzanite, where a lot of your tanzanites are just those really light, lackluster stones. They're just really pastel or pale. That's not ultimately what you want. That's not going to denote quality. This is a stone where, like so often, the more saturation that you're getting, the better off the quality is, the more expensive they should be. This is just a beautiful stone. And if you wear a lot of amethyst, like I wear one every single day in some way, shape, or form, it's meaningful and significant to me. I have to wear February's birthstone every day. That's why I wear my bangle every day. And I always have an amethyst on. If it's not the bangle, it's a necklace with a station style. So if you just love this stone, or you have some of our beautiful Brazilian material already in your collection and you want an earring to match, or you just love this look, or you're trying to, honor the February birthstone here, and whether it's your own or somebody's you care about, that is a fabulous way to go there when you've got that beautiful trillion. There's just nothing quite like a trillion. And do you see how if that were a regular post and butterfly back, it would really, because of its weight, droop forward. It wouldn't sit out to the world as perfectly as this is, but this is thanks to that omega backing. So worth pouring extra money into it to make sure, because what is the point of wearing any piece of jewelry if it's not going to sit properly and sit out looking amazing to the rest of the world? This piece does, and that's all thanks to that omega backing, which is what you want to have. So remember, yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold, and you choose. Totally up to you there, but here's what we're gonna do. Instead of, and this is what I'm so thrilled about, is the price tag. The price tag on a brand new, first time seeing it here tonight in this show. This is the earring you wanna have, a carat 21 in diamonds. Can't say it enough. Let's go back to the wheel, because I can only squat so long, as my trainer knows. And here we go. This is not going to be, I mean, do you see the red flashes? Do you see the red flashes? It's all happening. Purples, blues, and reds, all happening together. And we're gonna blow it out right now. If you want them, call me. I don't have anyone on the phone lines yet. These are gonna, well, you know they're not gonna last long. Nothing should in this last 28 minutes. Yikes, we don't have that much time. We do not. We've got very little time left. Let me know if you need to see anything again. You know what we need to get home is that Paraiba before we go. Got to get that Paraiba out of here. Got to do that. So how about a better value than, I don't know about this whole $39.99 makes a lot of sense when you look at the cost and you know what they cost to put together and all of that. But we're going to make it a lot less. This has been a night of giveaways. All out giveaways all night long. So here's where you get what I call a button style. It's better than a stud, it's bigger than a stud, but it's not a drop and it's not a hoop, and it's going to give you that wow factor from a distance away. It's not going to be $39.99 for the pair. We're going to blow them out. Keep in mind that's a lot of diamond weight, more diamond weight than we've ever had before with an amethyst earring. I can't even remember the last time we had an amethyst earring. It has been a while. I think the last time we had one was just a real dainty little stud, just a little basic round. In some gold, that's it. This is where you go high, high in, big, big, bold color, great looking cut with the trillion, not $39.29 or $19.99. Let's go even lower. And here's your chance right now. Pick them up, call in early. You got a chance to do it right now. And they're not going to be even $1,500. I mean, somehow it's got to fit in with everything else I've been doing tonight. That's important. So it's not $1,500, $1,400, $1,399. Keep in mind, you got all this gold. You've got the omega backings. You've got a major diamond weight, white, yellow, rose. This is your ultimate amethyst. And even if you don't have other amethyst, this is where you start. And then you get a ring a little later on to collect, to build the suite, to do all of that. It's not going to be $13.99. We'll blow it out right now. We'll make it $1,299 for the pair. That is it. That is all. So we'll see who's got them. 60 seconds, Tony, please. And then what are we going to do? Last 25 minutes. Oh, I still have the men's ring. We got to get the yellow diamond up here. We have one yellow diamond men's ring in all of our inventory. All of our inventory. One. There's only been one ever. It was just here recently on a sale event, and yet it somehow stuck around. So what I'm going to do is going to bring it back at a better price late night Thursday, TBT night, throwbacks in prices tonight. Then we've got something real special. Now, if you have any requests, are we going to go an entire show without a request? Well, I technically had a request, but I didn't. That was a YouTube request. I don't have a Morganite bridge. Now, I can build one for you, so I'll have to do that. So we'll see. Oh, what else do we have to catch up with on here? Let's see. Oh, good. Cher got a, oh, yeah. She remembers. Oh, good. Well, she's got a piece coming on Saturday. Well, Cher, let me know. I'll see you on Saturday morning here, unless I'm at that football game. You know, if I'm not here on Saturday, you know where I am. I'm in Colorado. But I think Andy was basically telling me that I should go to Colorado. I think that's what Andy meant before the show, Andy, right? Like I should just go and somebody will fill in and I should go to Colorado for some football because they all feel bad, you know, that I got to be here on a very important football day. But I'm so glad, Cher. Will you let me know on Saturday when you get your piece? If I'm on the air, when you get it, please let me know what you think of it. And thank you so much for being with us. Okay, so let's do this. We've got a really, really special Jen's ring coming up. Oh gosh, did I just, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. All right, so here we go. Jen's piece coming up. This is it. This is wild. So you know this ring because, well, if you've ever seen it, it's probably one of those that left an image and left an impression because we don't usually have yellow diamond men's rings. This is the one we have. This is the only one we have, and it's item number 1121783. But also, it's a 1 carat cushion cut yellow, and we do tons of these, relatively speaking, for the ladies. So the guys were feeling a little left out and said, why is it that all the big fancy colored diamonds go for the ladies? What about us? So we made this one. Here's the problem. You start with a 1 carat yellow diamond that's VS. Okay, that's a lot of money. You add 48 points in white diamonds that are all VS. Okay, that's extra. You add a ton of gold, which a men's ring requires, under gallery, finished, all mirror finished, sleek on the sides. Well, that's a lot of money. So a lot of money plus a lot of money plus a lot of money equals what? A lot of money. So exactly. Well, a lot of money. But here's what we're going to do. We're taking it down on purpose. I love that because it's true, right? And that's probably why we had a great idea. We said, let's put one together. Let's do that. That sounds fun. And then it gets here and it's $69.99. And a lot of our guys and our gentlemen and our ladies who are shopping for the gentlemen in their lives are going, we see these values for the ladies' rings. We want that value. So what if I tell you that we're going to take this? It was here on a sale event only a few days ago for a very nice price tag. But it's still stuck here with us. We can't let that happen. Tonight, not putting it back in a vault. I'm going to march it right on over to our shipping department, get it ready for sizing, get it ready for shipping. Now, if you want to change the gold color, you can. So if you want to go all yellow gold, do it. If you want to go all rose gold, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. So that's your option. It's in your size. But what it's not going to be is $69.99 because it's still here. Now, at $69.99, we would have taken 10% off. That's about $700 a discount. So, okay, that's great, but it's still $6,300. So let's take it even lower than that. This is the only significant yellow diamond. Actually, it's the only anything we have in yellow diamonds for the guys. So this is why you want to pick it up. And think ahead because we don't build a lot of these. You know the big issue right now with yellow diamonds. We were in the wholesale big trade show overseas as of Monday. And the yellow diamonds are wholesaling individually loose for like $5,800 and $6,800 a stone. So I wouldn't just sit back and go, don't worry, I'll get one in October or November or December and I'll still be good to go. We don't have any more of these yellow diamonds coming in to create jewelry with. So this is where you've got to act quickly and get them now because instead of $6,300, you're not spending that. This is going to be one of our all-time best yellow diamond deals for any ladies or gents. That's kind of the deal here. So instead of having to pay $6,000, $5,000, $4,000, how about $3,000, which makes it kind of inexplicable for a men's ring at all? We're doing better than that. And it's not $29.99. And it's not well, here we go. $2,500 is probably the craziest value we've ever seen on a men's ring, and we're starting to get busy on the phone lines, so don't wait because I only have one. I wish we had 10,000 of them, but I don't. That's just not how we operate. So here's where you've got to be on the phone lines ready to go because it's not even going to be, and I'll tell you, when I talk lowest prices on yellow diamonds, you're looking at one right now. And that encompasses all the yellow diamond deals, not just men's, not just ladies, all together, everything. This is it. This is it. This is the one, and it's just solid, solid, solid heavy gold. You tell me, because here's what we're going to do instead of $25 or $24.99, it's going less than that. This does not happen on a yellow diamond of that size, even if the stone were just by itself loose these days. It's a fact. We saw it in the biggest wholesale gem and jewelry trade show. It wrapped up on Monday. This past Monday. So we have the most up-to-date wholesale pricing available, and yet it's, really about 3 times where we're at right now on the entire ring that you have here. So it's not going to be $24.99. It's going to be even better. We'll blow it out right now. It's going to be first caller situation. We're going to make it $2,399 only for this ring in a total of 1.48 carat diamonds, obviously a lot of gold. It really, that's just being able to call it a men's ring is a testament to how much gold you have. We can't properly, because I'm obviously not pigeonholing the ring to any gender in particular. You wear what you want to, but obviously it can't be called a men's ring if it's got a really lightweight gold. A lot of times that's really the determining factor between, what can even be called a proper gents piece. It has to have a certain heft, a certain weight, a certain size to really be deemed appropriate for the guys, and then you know the deal, anybody can wear it. So that's going to be $23.99. Let us know who's got it, and then we still have that Paraiba to recap for you. That's as low as it's going to go. Can't go any lower than that. That's a huge savings from a $7,000 piece, and that's not retail, that's not wholesale, that's our own price. That's what I should rightfully be getting tonight, and now it's just different, just better. It's really what's been required on this Thursday night. We kind of let one value dictate the rest, and it's been a night where the values have been, anybody who's been with us knows, they have been on fire tonight. So huge night to save, shop and save. And remember how important it is to get requests in if you have them. We still have enough time. We still have 18 minutes. We can get you your requests if you have them. So you let me know what you'd like to see or recap whatever I can bring out from earlier. Yes? The ring size on this one, it says it's a 12. Let me double check that. I've got my friend Mandy here, which is the mandrel. So let's see. Yeah, it is a 12 right now, Jess. It is a size 12 at the moment. We can size it up, down as needed. Now, remember, if it needs to go like a big shift in size, we'll probably have to just start from scratch. We would never want to, compromise the setting of your diamond just by taking a 12 to a 5, for example. So if it had to make a big swing up or down in size, we'd have to recreate the mounting and then take that center stone out and move it on over, which we do all the time, because that's sometimes you can't always just, a lot of our mountings are complex and they can't just always be sized. We never want to compromise the setting of the diamonds. You can't make huge shifts in ring sizes all the time, depending on the way the diamonds and the pieces are set. So that's something to keep in mind and remember there. But that's $23.99. Now, Andy, you're thinking about it. Just thinking about it. Will, you're on something else, but I think you've got a request that we're going to work on bringing out to you. And if you like this piece, you got to call right now. We're going to give it 60 seconds, then we'll move right along. And then don't forget, we have got... Still no other requests to get to? Andy, if I want to leave Saturday, you'll fill in for me? Well, you're the one that suggested it, more or less, right? Now I can't stop thinking about it. See, if it was a night game, I was just going to go after the show and be back with you guys on Sunday, but it turned out to be a 9 a.m. deal. So, puts a cramp in my shopping style. Any questions on this one? 30 seconds. Jesse, you thinking about that one still or no? Oh, William, hi. Where's William calling from? Wait, is that the William that got the dollar ring yesterday? Tell me. Different one? Same one? Okay. All right. Okay. We have some certified diamonds that are here. Hi, William. Thank you. Okay, so let's do the, where? New York. Hey, William. Did you ask him if he's a Mets fan? No? Okay. All right. Well, we won't talk about that. 3 days left. Here we go. I know this is a very depressing time of year for me, you guys, because the baseball season ends. I know I have my college football, and I have the NFL, and I have the NBA up and coming, but baseball's kind of, my love. So, it's a sad, sad time of year for me. So if I seem a little bit, if my mood seems a little bit less happy and smiley and shiny than normal, this is a tough week for me when the regular baseball season ends. So, especially when your team is not going to be in the postseason, it's a particularly bleak time. But I'm trying to power through. So thank you for understanding. Here we go with 112, 1929. I don't know what I'm going to listen to. I'm going to have to get into podcast Tony or something, because I listen to a game. I'm a New York fan, so I listen to a game every day on the way into work. I get, a couple hours of, driving in, but I listen to my baseball, So as of Monday, I'm going to need something else to entertain me on the drive-in. Yes? Oh, okay. Well, okay, Sharon, let's do it. Okay, so this is already sold, but always happy to show you what you want to see. Blue zircon, one more time on the wheel, it's gone. It's sold, it's done, it's sold in auction. It was item number 112, 1931. It's gone, but I'm just showing it one more time. So that, you never know if somebody's asking about the mounting or what have you, or what the deal is. But that is the blue zircon that was the 405 with the 128. So you ask and you shall receive, and that is the 405. Now we're going to get into this emerald, which is going to be 1929, Tony, coming up. And we'll go from 1931 to 1929. Just more throwback for you. But here's the big emerald. That is a stunning round. We're just going to do a little end of show special on this one. We have about 14 minutes left. So how about this? And who's your new caller there, Will?
New register.
Right, I know that. I overheard that part. My Chihuahua hearing tuned into that.
Sharon from Alabama.
Sharon from Alabama?
Yeah.
And she's brand new. Was she shopping or just registering?
Registering for special request.
Very nice. Well, what? Really? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Sharon. So she'd been watching for a while, you think? And she just now got registered. Oh, Sharon, thank you so much for your kind words. And thank you. And welcome to our show. Glad you're with us, and we'll work on your request. But here's 112-1929. This is the 64-point round Colombian emerald. It is a superstar thanks to that round brilliant cutting you have. It does have one of our more mid-sized bridge mountings. So really, if you're thinking about diving into the world of bridge mountings, but you want it to be wearable and comfortable and not too oversized, this is a great way to start. It does still have a lot of significant diamond weight at 95 points. We'll do white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. But that is what I want you to see, because this is really a bird's eye view. This is what happens when you look directly at the stone. I have got the stone directly face up to the camera lens, and you can see why a round cutting, as wasteful as it may be, why it was worth it, because it lights up like that is. I mean, seriously, you're looking for the plug. You're looking for the cord. Where is it plugged in? Where is the outlet? And how am I going to wear this without tripping? That is just a beautiful stone that is just fiery and bright and stunning and clean and all the things that emerald usually is not. Take it from me, it's my birthstone. I know it well. And wouldn't you figure? I always find it's a big joke on the birthstone, because here I am, the stubborn Taurus perfectionist that I am, and yet they gave me a birthstone that is really one that's really never perfect. It's always got some downfalls and flaws that you got to look past, and that's just the role of the stone. This is so just defying the odds of what emeralds normally do. Here's what it looks like on the hand. We'll do white gold, yellow gold, or rose. Notice you don't see much in the way of gold. When it's on the hand, you just see diamonds and that gorgeous emerald. Again, that emerald and its halo are set up a little higher so that you have the two rows and diamonds running centered and underneath. That looks fabulous. It's going to be a huge blowout. I'm supposed to get $49.99, but here we are at the end of our big Throwback Thursday. And with under 12 minutes remaining in the show, you know I don't have time to auction it. You know I don't have time to sit around and convince you that $49.99 is the greatest price in the world, and it is. But I'll just make this easy. Sometimes you just got to go cheap and dirty, make it fast and easy, and that's what we're doing right now. It's not $49.99, and there's nothing dirty about that emerald, and that's what we love. Clean, bright, pristine, green, fabulous emerald. That's what it's all about. Out of Colombia, it is the Muzo mine material, and this is the one to own. And you know what? Not the biggest stone in the world, so you have to worry about, oh gosh, is that too much for every day? No, because we've brought you lately some 3s and some 4s and some 2.5 carat granddaddies of them all. And those might not be your everyday wearable emeralds. Maybe that's going to be a little too much for every day, but this one still has a lot of presence and a lot of power to it. And we're going to make it better than $49.39 or even better than $29.99. This is why you dial in. And if you're like me, and remember 64 points, take that with a little asterisk, because remember, it looks bigger than that. One more time on the hand so you can now look at it from that lens. It looks a lot bigger. Does this look like a 64-point round? Because I'll tell you right now, this mounting we've had many times over, it holds a 1 carat typically. So you know, it gives you a bigger look than what you're paying for. It's just one of the other traits, one of those, classic traits of emerald, is that it's going to look bigger than it weighs. And it's not 29. How about this? 10 minutes left. I think we need to do better than $19.99. Bring it all the way on down. Remember, choose your gold. It's in the yellow now, which we traditionally love with the emeralds, but you can get it in the white of the rose for the same price. So as we take it back up close, look at that emerald, and let's blow it out right now. Not going to be don't tell me. We have a request? Good. I really didn't want to go 3 hours in total without a request. We have one who saved us. Sharon L. Is this your new Sharon by any chance? Oh, we might have something that she'd enjoy right here and now. We might not have to custom make or something. So Sharon in Alabama will show you your aqua right now and see if you like it. But, before I do that, because this is its counterpart, aqua, emerald, same family. They're both beryl compadres here. They're both sister stones. Same family of gems. I'll make it better than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Okay, we're really crazy low on this. Make it even lower. It's going to be $1,499 first caller on that emerald in the round, lit from within, in the bridge. Too fabulous, right? So that one's $14.99. Wowza. That's it. Then we've got Sharon's request. It's a big aqua. Oh, and it's got a huge markdown. I just had this, oh my gosh, she's gonna love this. We have a really good markdown on Aqua, so that's gonna be coming up for you as well. If you'd like the emerald, let me know, $14.99. Gotta make sure we have enough time to get this request in for you. It's 112-1415, and it is a gigantic 643 round Aqua. Here it is. This is the, yeah, and this color is as beautiful on camera as it is in person. Some people have said, I've heard some people say, I wonder if those aquas look as deep and bright and gorgeous in person. Yes, they do. I'm looking at it both ways. I see it on the monitor like you're seeing it at home. I see it in person. It is ever so stunning, a saturated blue color as you can get in aqua. Remember, most aquas have little to no color. They look colorless. This is that bold, rich, saturated, still pastel. It's never going to look like a sapphire. It's never going to look like really anything else. It is just about this specialty, beautiful stone. That, and it's a 643 Portuguese cut round. And it's also got a carat of 7 in diamonds. And we're going to blow it out right now. Sharon, if you like it. I know it's a big stone. I'm not sure what she was looking for, but this is about as big as they get here in this rare variety. That's the inside undergallery with that floral design. And then it continues to be comfortable. Why? It's got a really big statuesque presence on the hand. So we want to build it up right so you have the comfort built in, so it's wearable on the hand as it's going to be. And you know what? You can even change the gold if you want to. Love it in the white gold. Traditionally, that's the favorite with aqua, but that's a powerful stone. Here we have just seen now 2 barrels in a row. Emerald followed by aqua. Same family of gems, both round cuts, both super obscure to get in these gem categories, and yet you're getting a carat of 7 in diamonds. Choose your gold color. We'll make it a lot better than even this start at $79.99. So just to give you an idea of how much you have to save tonight, this is even better, but of course one only. So this is one that, you know, it's open to the first caller who says yes. It's a request. Thank goodness we made it. I was worried we were going to go 3 hours without a single request. We got one. We're bringing it out. It's open to the first caller who says, I'd love to have it. We'll get it right out to you. If you want to change the gold, you can. It's a huge value right now. It's not $79. The half off price would be $4,000. Nothing wrong with that. That gives you the jackpot of all aquamarine values, especially to get into that size. Usually our aquas, even in their biggest and boldest sizes, are usually 2.5 to 3. So to get up to 6.5 carats is pretty major in the world of aquas, because remember, the other mines of the world that are still active don't produce this color. This is only out of the Brazilian mine that has long been obsolete, long been mined out, long been extinct, has been for years. This is the way to get that color saturation level that's beyond, and it's better than $39.99. New markdown, make it the best it's ever been, $29.99 if you'd like it instead. For one caller only. And if you have any other requests, I do want to show you that Paraiba once more here before we go. We have that incredible carat 57 that looks like a 2.5 carat in the elongated oval with, of course, that really prestige diamond weight. So we'll see that before we go. Still want to remind you we have the amethyst earrings and the trillion cuts that we showed you. I did have an 18 karat gold bracelet with diamonds as well. That needs a quick flash. I had an 18 karat gold bracelet for $12.99. Enough said, right? Except for that weight, there's also almost a carat in diamonds with it. So let me show you that one more time. If it's just a matter of sizing, guys, this is going to be only the size we have it in because it's a designer style. This is one we had earlier. Let me know who's got the aqua or the emerald. Here's what we're going to do. Recap a couple items in our last 5 minutes of the show. Remember, we don't see you back on TV till Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So just keep that in mind. We've got to shop now. Get your shopping fix, and these pieces will never last till Saturday morning, so you got to get them now because they always go here at the end of the night. This is our 18 karat solid white gold bracelet. It's for a 7-inch maximum. If you wear a 6 3/4, it'd be perfect for you. It is also hinged on one side. These diamonds go all the way around. So does this almost like vine-like, branch-like style of beautiful Art Nouveau in this bracelet. There's your little button. It's concealed beautifully. Your little button with diamonds here is how you release it and open it. Then it's got the figure 8 safety to keep it secure. That's solid 18. Yes, Jess? Sure. I only have one. It's a white diamond. Do you want to see it, Bridget, a white diamond or a pink diamond? Because we have a couple certified diamonds and we don't have much time to show all 3 at this point. So best thing to do would probably be to tune in tomorrow night to see those with our online only show or Saturday morning on TV. This is going to be, though, the 97-point bracelet, and that's going to be only $1,299 if you'd like that bangle for 18 karat solid white gold. That is remarkable value. If only you could buy 18 karat gold in bracelets everywhere for that price, we'd all have a big arm stack of like 10 at a time. but that is just a last call, big discount. Look at it, solid all the way through. You have essentially the gold that is creating that under gallery all the way through the inside. That looks amazing. You've got this fabulous diamond detail that also goes all the way around. It's basically all the leaves on the bracelet are done with pave. That's almost a carat in diamonds. Somebody's got to own it for $12.99. Then I'm going to recap the big Paraiba because we know we have a couple of you thinking about it and talking about it right now. So it's going to be the first person who says yes here at the end of the night on our carat 57. Want to make sure you get that bangle though, as is in the white gold. Beautiful stacking and layering piece as well. Final 3 minutes left in the show. You got to let me know if you want the aqua, the emerald. Sharon, if you want to let me know also if you want a little smaller stone or larger stone or what I can make for you. So we want to be sure and get you the perfect piece. And even if it involves custom making it, we'll do that. Take a look at this Paraiba. This is where we end our evening here. Unless we can show you something else really, really quickly here, but this is it, 112-0679. You are looking at the greatest discount on a big Paraiba we have left. Still, most of the Paraibas I've sold in the last couple of weeks have been $20,000 and $25,000 a piece, and they haven't been much different in the size. Now, this is a 157, but it has one of the most extreme diamond weights. 309 is your total in VS white diamonds. They're heart shapes and they're rounds together. It creates this beautiful, solid, very, very, very bold frame to your carat 57 elongated oval that is second to none. It's in the 14 karat gold, and we have somehow, some way discounted this most rare of rare pieces to $88.88 tonight. So you see the clock ticking down. There are 2 final minutes of airtime tonight for our Thursday. Once again, we don't see you guys on television tomorrow. We have an online only show to watch live streaming on either YouTube, Facebook, or our website, TVON.com. We're back on Saturday morning. Of course, that's online and on television nationwide, Saturday and Sunday mornings, which are our big weekend shows, which we hope to see you all there for. But this is our final 90 seconds, and that's $88.88. I want to try this on one more time. For those of you that are thinking about it, this is the time to pick it up. Remember, you have a money-back guarantee. I know it's a bigger purchase. I know it's a substantial stone that you want to be able to see and evaluate in person and up close. And this is the one to get. But trust me, the value, we have nothing else like it. We have nothing else in that size or that color or that clarity. You get it all with this carat 57. And let me remind you, we'll be here for a few minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines are still open at that same phone number, so we'll be able to talk to you about the aqua, the emerald, the Paraiba, the bracelet, anything else you might be thinking about from the collection tonight. So we appreciate you being with us on this big Thursday night. What a night it's been. Give yourself a big old pat in the back if you were able to pick up and purchase something tonight, because the values have been absolutely incredible. So big thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks for shopping. We'll be here. Obviously, we go off the air in about 35 seconds, but we are going to be here. Same phone number, so dial it now or jot it down so you can get in and reach us, because we take a lot of orders here after we go off the air. We don't want you to wait till tomorrow because the pieces will be gone. People do that all the time. They wait. They think it'll be here the next day. They find out, no, it's sold right after the show went off the air. So we'll be here. We're going off the air in about 15 seconds. Thank you again so much for being with us on this Thursday night. I see you back on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Of course, we have the online only show with Joyce tomorrow, so be sure and join her for that at 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll see you guys on the weekend at 10 a.m. Pacific. And from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.